Welcome to Knowledge and Relationships. This is your boy M3. And tonight we're having a live talk with it's Michelle. We can call her Michelle.
Hello. Yes, of course. Hey,
How you
everyone.
how you doing tonight, Michelle?
Good, good.
All
Real good.
right, that's what's up. What's up? All right, your evening was nice too, and what makes it good?
It was good. I put the girls to sleep.
Okay, okay.
They're in bed. I'm done being a mom for the day.
Okay,
So,
okay. I feel you. Now it's time to kind of take a break and get your interview in. I feel you though.
Max, yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Now, now before we continue, I'm going to bring in my co-host, the man with the plan, the man that always have connections in his hand, and
Hey.
it's none other than Mr. Best in the World
Oh my
84.
gosh, I gotta stop with all these salutations. I can't, yo, I
Yo,
can't take
nah,
this.
that was fire.
Yo.
That was fire, as it should be. Okay.
Oh wow, thank you, family, thank you. This has been happening to me all week, yo. Like I'm truly blessed. Thank you, I appreciate it.
It's all good. It's just something that you're gonna have to forever get used to, Mr. Best in the World.
I
You
know,
know?
right?
Exactly. well, well, before I even begin with the questions, Mr. Best in the World, how are you doing tonight?
Oh dang, okay, I'm on the spotlight again. All right. This one is about to switch my PS5 remote out. No, I'm joking. No, I'm doing alright though. I'm doing alright. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? You know, ready for the weekend, for real. Ready for this weekend. I'm just trying to knock some stuff out, you know what I mean? And, keep it going, man. But I am excited about this interview. Like, I'm super excited. You know what I mean? These are one of them ones, man.
Mhm.
We've had a few, but these are one of them ones for real that I know is gonna be like off the charts, and like we're gonna have a lot of great feedback. I know Michelle gonna bring the
Mhm.
energy. I know she's gonna definitely, you know what I mean, kill it. So yeah, we ready. Let's get it.
Yeah, because Michelle, she brings the energy, even like with her own podcast. But I'm not gonna get into deep with it because I'm gonna allow Michelle to kind of speak for herself. But as always, we are, so grateful that you are here and allow us to give you an interview. So thank you for gracing us with your presence, Michelle.
Oh, thank you for having me. Thank you so much.
Hey, anytime. And then for the ones who are tuning into Knowledge and Relationships, get the likes up and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Also follow us on Twitch as well too, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. And always thank you for tuning in to both channels. So, all right, let's get to question number one, the easiest question of them all. If you don't mind, if you tell us about yourself, Michelle.
Let's see. Who am I? Oh man, I'm just this little silly chick from New York. That's all. Just fun. Love the good vibes. Love to chill. Got to take care of the family. They always come first.
hmm
That's about it. Just cool, chill girl from New York. That's me.
Okay, okay. So you've been like in New York like your whole life?
Yes, I was born and raised in New York. I used to live in the Bronx, but now I'm in the city. I'm in the Heights. So
Okay, that's what's up. I heard that aggression. I used to live in the Bronx. Okay,
yeah,
I,
you got
I
to say it
like
like
that.
that. If you're from the
Okay.
Bronx, you have to be. Yeah, I was from the Bronx. Like for no reason. Like for no reason. We could be having a
Yeah.
nice, normal conversation. Like, yes, I love caviar because I'm from the Bronx, and it's
Okay.
just so delicious. You have to say it that way.
Right, right. You know what I mean? Like, because if you don't take them out, just remember that I'm from the Bronx,
Right,
okay? You
right,
know,
right.
Bronx, New York, stand up, baby. You
Then
know?
right, exactly,
Yeah.
like it just be
Keep that man
crazy.
in line. You want to put a ring on the finger? Go to the Bronx.
Go to the Bronx.
Shout out
All
to
right.
Brooklyn as well. Shout out to Brooklyn, my home as well. Shout out to Brooklyn. Gotta shout them out. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Brooklyn, stand up, baby. You know? As
Yeah.
DJ A. Kane would say, black. You know? So I can't get
Yeah.
that roll out. Shout outs to Red Lipstick Vibes. He says, hey, that's
Yes.
my baby girl.
Hey,
Okay.
Hey,
Miss
Miss Ty, what up?
Ty. And just Kaya, I see you.
Okay. She's like, hey,
What's going on,
girl.
Kaya? What's going on, Kaya?
You know, just
That's my
Kaya with the
girl.
expressions. She's like, hey, girl, hey. You know?
Hey,
So shout
yeah.
outs to Just Kaya for tuning in and always supporting
Kaya
us
trying to
as
start
well.
something in the comments. You better leave me alone, Kaya.
Oh,
Really?
let me wait. Hold on. Don't give away. Let me read down for a minute, okay? And of course,
No.
I
I
see
know, I
Chelle like
know.
saying, "Hey, boo."
I'm gonna get you, Kaya.
What up, lips? Oh. Okay,
Yeah.
yeah. All right. She's like, yes. Who are you? Hey, boos.
I
Okay,
love
okay.
it. I love it.
You're like, no, it's more than that. Stop the cab. Okay. The emojis. All right. And then we have She Stole My Thunder. Man, you know what?
Ooh.
She
Can
stole my thunder.
Hmm. I have a good sound effects for her though, right? Whenever I see She Stole My Thunder, I'm gonna play this though. Because it has that thunder type of feel. I don't know. Maybe. If it doesn't work, you could cancel me for that. She says, hello, how's everyone tonight? We're doing well. Thank you for tuning in. Look, 84 needs some attention. Oh, here we go.
Oh.
LL. I see what you mean. Right. Okay. Right. All right tonight. All right. So, anyways, all right, well that's
Kaya,
what's
I don't
up.
need no attention, Kaya. You better get out of here.
All right. The other question.
Hmm.
So, what are your interests and hobbies?
My hobbies, I like long walks on the beach. And
Mhm.
I'm just kidding. you know, because every time somebody asks me that question, I'm always like, oh, I just like to do a little bit of everything. I like to listen to music, like sometimes I'm very busy. I love to go on, the lives on Monday with the girls, ladies' night. So every time somebody asks me, it's like, oh, what do you like to do? They already know me. Well, what are your hobbies? I like long walks on the beach, holding hands and reading books with some nice coffee and or tea, whatever. No,
Hmm.
whatever. I'm super regular. My hobbies, I mean, it depends. I have a bass guitar, as 84 knows, so I like to try to teach
Yep.
myself that on YouTube. Shout out YouTube.
That's
Um,
right.
so I like to do that. Let's see. That's really it. I just like to hang out with these girls. These girls drive me crazy. These kids, they require a lot of attention. So that's they're
Okay.
they're basically my hobby, my life, my everything. So
Okay, well, I dig it because I know like Just Kaya and Red Lipstick Vibes, they do require some type of attention though. So I feel you.
hey, whoa.
I ain't
Hey,
say
don't
that.
be messing
Remember,
with
I didn't
my
say that.
girls. Don't be messing with my girls.
Hey, I get you. I ain't look, man. If you say don't mess with, I'm not gonna mess with. Look. Sorry, y'all, because we know she's from the Bronx though. So I don't
I'm
want no
from the Bronx.
smoke. Yes,
Mm-mm.
but I gotta mess with my girls, every now and then. So salute to everyone for supporting us. M3 Knowledge and Relationships LL. No, we don't stop. Okay.
Shout out to Brittany B. You know what I mean? What's going on, girl?
Hey, Brittany. I want to say hi too. Hey,
Fred,
Brittany.
listen, fine. Everything, don't get beat up. Okay, yes, ma'am. Okay, I'm gonna be good. All right, promise, I'll behave. Uh, all right. Now with the bass that you play, right? The bass
hmm
guitar. Do you have it with you right now at the moment?
I do not. It is in the other side of the house in the room. It's funny, 84,
Okay.
right before I came on, 84 asked me, I said, child, that's in nowhere land, all the way in the
Nope.
back.
Uh, because I would like to always hear like a sample at least, though.
A
We don't
sample?
judge. Yeah.
Listen, I told you I'm self-teaching on YouTube. The sample you about to
Mhm.
hear is like me strumming on the string, be like, that's it. Art. That's like that would be an art.
And
That
I
is
would say,
art. Yeah,
perfection right
chef,
there.
chef's kiss.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Just kidding. So, all right. So, Michelle, right? Sometimes I keep calling you Michelle because I'm, because of the title, like, it's Michelle, right?
Well,
So,
let me
so
tell you about that. That's the reason
okay,
why. That's one of the reasons why I chose that title.
yeah.
Everyone growing up would always say different variations of Michelle.
Oh, really?
Michelle, Mish.
Hmm.
Some people called me Melissa, and that made me really mad because Michelle and Melissa don't make sense. But yeah, I had people calling me Melissa, so you could call me whatever you'd like. I'm multiple personalities, clearly.
Yeah. Just don't add too many syllables into that. I'm like
Right.
Melissa. I'm like
Melissa. Isn't that crazy? Melissa. From
that must be
Michelle,
like a
Melissa.
that must be like an older woman that call you Melissa just by accident, right?
No, I had many people be like, "Oh, Melissa," and I answer because at this point, what am I? I'm like, "Yes." it's
Yeah.
it's so sad. I'm just like, "Yes, it's me."
Right. Oh, damn, look at Miss Kaya trying to blackball me though. Okay, I will definitely shut her on that point, right? Said Mr. Not So Best in the World. Shout out to the chat family. Yes, yes.
Man, why
Marcus
Kaya trying to start trouble?
Rodriguez.
Yo, Kaya, yo,
I ain't
Kaya,
gonna call
yo.
you Malik. Okay.
Michaela.
Okay.
Wow. Shout out to Marcus Rodriguez, also known as
Right.
Marcus Rogers, aka the Rookie. Rookie.
Right.
Wow. Well, on that note, very nice to meet you, Marcus.
All right, so Michelle, right? Okay. So that's good that we learned about the origin of, like, hey, it's Michelle, right? But number three, what has been your journey towards being a content creator?
I fell into creating any type of content. And actually, right
Hmm.
before we came on, I was talking. Well, 84 was like, "Oh, Michelle, have you ever thought of improv?" Because my faces just say it all. That's just who I am, very animated. Um, and I kind of, once I started, so first of all, I didn't have any social media till April of last year. Nothing.
Okay.
So when I first started on like Instagram and all these other things, I didn't know what the hell I was doing. I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what reels I'm doing. I have no idea what a reel is. Um, but once I got into it and started making like these funny faces and reacting to like music and all this other stuff, I was like, okay, I can do this. This is cute. This is a cute
Hmm.
time. This is a vibe.
Yeah.
And that's kind of like how it started. And like I said, I've always been super animated. Like I'm the type of person, you tell me a secret in front of the other person, they're gonna know what it is because my face will be like, ooh. Like I just don't know how to. It's like my face. You know how people be like, "Oh, I don't have a filter. My mouth ain't got no filter." My face has no filter. You will
so,
know absolutely what's going on. So I'm just using
uh,
that to my advantage.
okay, so you be like low key, like expression snitching, then, right?
Yes, I'm gonna use that. I have to write that down. Yes.
Okay, so I'm gonna make sure I keep my secrets to myself before telling you because you'll be like, all right, I won't tell nobody, but it's like, you know what
Yeah,
I mean?
that's me. That's me. Or like if I want you to see something, I'm like, and everybody's like, "Yo, what are you doing? Having a seizure?" I'm like, no,
like no, I'm not snitching, but you know, yeah.
They're like, "What are you doing? Nothing."
Shout outs to Real Talk with Mimsy Limbs. How you doing, my sister? Thank you for tuning in, as always, to Nigerian Relationships. And
Shout out to
now I'm
Mimsy
gonna go
Limbs.
back with Just Kaya with the many different names. Okay, me,
Honey,
Michelle, and Melissa. See?
yes, she got it, Melissa, and I respond
Mm-hmm.
to every single like, "Hey, that's me.
Yeah.
That's it."
Give you all the me names, right? And then shout out to Sophia. Nas in relationship, salute to you, sir, and salute to you as always. You've been a good supporter, and we always appreciate your presence as well. All right, so you started this last year. Um, what got you into? There was another question I was going to ask, but it will come to me. What got you into like the Spotify realm? I mean, there's multiple platforms, but I know you chose like Spotify. Oh, and now I remember the other question. I want to after the Spotify question, if you can answer that. How did you get involved into Red Lipsticks like YouTube channel as well too? Because I see you mostly, especially like your ladies' night as well.
Ladies' night is so much fun. I love those girls. So I was looking throughout, like I did a lot of research because that's how I am. I'm also very like neurotic. I'm like writing down a whole bunch of analytics. I'm like, yes, this is the key to success. I'm like
Hmm.
Einstein right now. So I looked into a lot like Buzzsprout, I believe Peapod, a whole bunch of other like podcasting hosts. So I
Hmm.
hit Anchor. I like fell onto Anchor and I did a lot of research and I saw who they distributed to. I saw how easy they were. And I also realized they were meant mostly for like mobile phones. Like that was their target audience when they initially came out. And that was kind of
Hmm.
me in the beginning. It was easier for me to record and everything on the phone and then shoot it right over through Anchor and then have it distributed. So that's why I chose Anchor, and they were free. Shout out to Anchor, but they were free, and so I just chose them. They're so simple, super easy. If I ever have any issues, customer service, if anything, they're always like spot on. And one of the bigger distributors that they distribute to is Spotify. So
Mm.
that's kind of like how I fell into the
Ah.
Spotify realm because I chose Anchor and Spotify are like tight. It's like
Okay.
the Bronx and Brooklyn.
Oh, okay. Okay. Hey.
Hey,
Let's
yeah,
go.
you
Let's
got
go.
it. You
Let's
got
go.
it. You got it.
Okay. Now, with Anchor that's tied in with Spotify, is it easy to kind of like make a profit out of like the things that you do as opposed to YouTube?
Listen, right now I'm like at $3 and I have no shame because I work very hard. Okay.
Well, hell, at least you made something.
Okay, shoot. And I can't even cash it out because they're like, you got a $10 limit. Like, no, I want my $3 today, right now. Um,
Exactly.
so it all depends. I did turn on like sponsorships and ads, and whenever an ad that kind of fits my niche comes around, they send it over to me and they kind of give you more or less an idea of how the ad should sound or how it should be.
Hmm.
So I think the one ad I'm using right now that's just recurring is I have an ad for Anchor. And because I have an ad for Anchor on there, just promoting it and telling people to, jump on Anchor for any of their podcast needs. Every time I place it on every one of my episodes. So every time someone listens to it, I get paid because
Right.
somebody's playing the podcast. So that's typically how it works. And it's like, it's like real minimum wage. It's like 2 cents, like minimum, like whatever's lesser
True.
than minimum, that's it. But it's okay.
True.
Over time, it
So
just builds up with like the listens and things like that.
okay, so every time a person like me listens to your content, I'm paying. Well, Spotify's paying you 2 cents,
Yeah, like
like
I
that.
want to say it's like 2 cents. I don't want to say it's five. I'm gonna give them a little too much credit, but still, shout out to Anchor. We
Okay,
tight.
okay.
Uh, but yeah, it's like I think like 2 cents. But it doesn't really bother me. The only reason I
Hmm.
turned on, I didn't even have sponsorship or ads in the very beginning when I started. I turned it on.
Yeah.
I want to say about 3 or 4 months after I had the
Hmm.
podcast, and I was actually delivering content on a constant basis because I didn't want to chop it up. I didn't want it not to make sense. And I really don't care for monetization right now. But so I'm just having fun with everything.
Okay, okay. Well, that's beautiful, and keep sticking to it. Like I said before,
Thank you.
you know, your my Monday mornings on my commute to work, has always been so pleasant just like by listening to you. So, when
Really,
you have
thank
like maybe like a
you.
15 minute or 18 minute or something like that, I'm like, oh man, like this is good. This is good for my ride. So I
Thank
appreciate doing what you're
you.
doing. Even though I do know that you do, I think you post it like on Sunday nights mostly.
I
But
do, yeah. I usually try to do it like
mhm,
after midnight
yeah.
because I know it's not gonna work if I try to do it on Mondays.
Hmm.
Mondays, I'm never gonna wake up on time. If I promise somebody 9, it will be like 9:30. I'm like, oh damn, I forgot to publish. So I always try
Yeah,
to do it
yeah.
the night before, but it's
Hmm.
usually for like Monday morning.
Okay. No, well, look, that's still good, because it helps my Monday morning. So thank you for
Oh,
doing that.
thank you.
And then so like and then what brought you into matter of fact, what brought you into like the YouTube streets?
So I had no idea what the YouTube streets were.
Hmm.
I know 84. broke it down. Like he broke it
Mm-hmm.
all the way down.
Yep.
And then I met Miss Red Lipstick, and I think she started following me, I want to say, on Instagram. So we started following each other.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't remember if I commented on something or it was something. And then she hit me up and said, "Hey, I'm having a live on I think it was a Friday." She said, "If you would like to come up." I said, "Oh, me?" I said, "Oh, yeah, sure." And that was the first time ever. I was so nervous,
Mm-hmm.
very, very nervous because I never done like a live before. So I'm like, okay, I think this will be so nice. And I sat in the panel or on the panel, and it was so much fun. And then she reached out to me again and said, "Hey, I'm thinking about doing the series. Would you like to be a part of it?" And that was, the ladies' night. And I said,
Yeah.
"Really?" And that's how. So thank you to Instagram for bringing people together.
Shout outs to Instagram and shout outs to Red Lipstick Vibes. That's what I'm
Word.
talking about.
Yeah.
Mm. Well, like that's awesome to hear that because that only shows that hey, Red Lipstick Vibes, like she's got out some good talent and she believed in what she was capable of doing.
Yes, she sure did. Because I told you, I'm a hot mess sometimes. I'm like, okay, she loves this hot mess, so it's gonna be all right.
Mhm. And she was like, yes, yes. She's like, don't you forget that. And then shout outs to Where's the Rabbit Hole Ends. Good
Yeah.
evening.
Shout
Thank you
out.
for
Shout
tuning
out.
in as well. Yeah. Mr. Best in the World, you had anything you want to say?
No, we rocking, man. I'm here. You know what I mean? I'm a come in when I come in. You know what I'm saying? You know?
Uh-oh.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. Well,
Uh-oh.
okay, I get you, though. Hey, hey, look.
It's like a
I got
setup.
I got my new pair of glasses, right? So I got
You got a
these,
new
right?
pair of glasses, bro? Okay.
Yeah, because like the other one, it's like the same one as last time, but because I lost it at Texas, and then of
Mm-hmm.
course, I got the other ones that's gonna be ready.
The
So
shades, yeah. The shades
yeah,
got to come
yeah,
into play. No.
exactly.
I'm gonna say this. You know, ain't no setup. You know what I mean? We family. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Hmm.
I'll never set you up, man. For real. You know what I mean? But
Us New Yorkers think everything is a setup.
Oh,
like, yo, you gave me a
It's so
gift,
true.
yo. Yo, what is this,
No.
yo? Why you give me a gift,
What
kid?
do you want to return? What do you want to
Word,
return?
word.
It's like,
Yo, take your
no.
gift, yo.
And they're like, "No, I dead ass love you. What's the problem?" "No, you don't. What do
Word.
you want?"
yeah. Hey, that's what's up. The realistic vibes is bringing the right real women together. Okay, okay.
Yes. That was Kaya.
Mm-hmm. And then real talk with Lindsay says that's my husband
Love
Mike.
her.
Where the rabbit hole ends. Yes, definitely. Shout outs to Mike.
Yeah, shout out to Mike. Shout out to Mike.
Mm-hmm. Okay, let me go ahead and get to the number 3 question. No, wait, hold on.
Well, yeah, I
No, no,
already
no. That's
told you
number
about
4.
Red
Number 4.
Mm-hmm.
The number 4 question. Okay. What are your goals and aspirations?
I'm a dreamer. Is that weird? Like,
Mm-hmm.
I always think whatever I set my mind to, I'm definitely gonna just make it happen.
Yeah.
So, like right now, I'm teaching myself like some techie coding stuff, and I'm just like, well, I think I can learn this. Why not? Just a little side hustle, some passive income.
Mm-hmm.
But really, I just want to expand on the podcast. I really, really enjoy podcasting. I really enjoy doing the lives, the panels. It's so much fun. And I think that's really what I'm working towards. Like eventually I will make the move to YouTube. And I was telling 84, I want to say last week, or maybe earlier no, it was definitely last week, where it's like, I just want to make sure all my content is together and it's not messy or choppy. But definitely one of my goals is to hopefully start in these YouTube streets. Boy, they're rough. I don't
Yeah.
know.
I'm sorry. Hold
Oh,
on for one second.
oh,
I forgot to mute my
Oh,
phone.
your pager went off. Your
you
pager.
heard that? That was his pager.
There we go. But no, that's what's up though, I mean, and there's nothing wrong with like, hey, I mean, because in the Biggie songs, right? He says like, it was all a dream, you know,
Yeah,
and then that's where it all started.
that's right.
Now I ain't gonna rap the whole rest of it, but you know
Please
what I
don't.
mean.
Please don't. Please don't.
Yeah.
Word Up. Well, I used to read Word Up magazine too. Salt and Pepper, Heavy D.
In the limousine, for real.
Right,
Hanging pictures
right.
on my wall.
Don't start. I told y'all, as long as I have a ghostwriter, I'm a rapper. Without a ghostwriter, I'm just Michelle. Don't. I'm a rapper if I have a ghostwriter.
But
You
you
really
know
want to do
what?
this
You
MC
do.
thing for real? Okay.
Yes, MC Michelle. I'm telling you, and you know what? And the voice that you got, like I could definitely pick it up. I could tell that, man, with the right lyrics. You know what I mean? With the right lyrics, you could definitely pull this off. Yo,
Really?
man, yeah. See,
All right,
one
all
of
right.
our panelists, First Lady Tammy, like she does like a lot of poetry. So we gotta try to convince her. But see, she doesn't believe that she could be a ghostwriter. But I don't know.
Aw.
I'm telling you, we gotta have like one of those petitions or whatever, one of those GoFundmes or something, right? To try to motivate her somehow. You know,
She just
let
needs
me
a little
see.
push.
Yeah,
Shout out to First Lady
just kind
Tammy
of
too.
just, and she also DJ Eddie King, always be making like the
Yeah.
beats and all that. See, like, look, if you need to do something with music, man, like just come to us. Like, we got you. We'll sign a record deal and all that. Uh,
One stop
I didn't
shop.
say
Hey.
just kind of says,
oh my
come on
gosh.
with the quote. Okay, that's what I'm talking about. All right. And then is there any other goals that you want to talk about? Anything else?
I mean, I definitely want to move from New York if we're gonna get deep, deep. I'm a little tired of the city. It's getting a little crazy out here.
Okay.
Mm.
Yeah, that's definitely one of the goals. Like for if we're talking about like family goals too, I
Hmm.
definitely want to kind of escape the city. Like it's fun when you're young but now I'm just like I'm so over it. I'm ready to just have nice quiet time and not worry about the cops because I live on the first floor banging on my window because they're trying to get in the door. I'm just like, yeah,
Yeah.
no, I'm done with that. It sounds rough,
Yeah.
but
If there's a place that you want to move to, where would that be?
I definitely want to move up north. Like I just want a lot of land and space. So I would probably just go upstate New York, just
Okay.
real far upstate.
Okay. Nice. Nice. That's kind of like where the good areas is at, like the ritzy
Yeah.
towns, or
Well, I mean, it's a lot more, it's away from the city. So anything
yeah.
that's away from the city is a little, of course, like more suburban, a lot more quieter, little towns, not such crazy big city hustle and bustle noise.
Gotcha.
So,
Gotcha. All right. Shout outs to Jenny. All right, Jenny Morona. Hopefully, I'm pronouncing it right. As always, she
Morena,
says
Morena.
Morena. All right,
Yeah.
I'm gonna get it right next time. Jenny Morena. She says, "Hi, y'all. Happy Wednesday. Happy Wednesday to you as well
hey,
too.
Jenny.
Peace and blessings, and thank you for tuning in. And everybody, please don't forget to get the likes up as well. It's free. And then Realistic Vibe says, "Country life."
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Hey, Jenny girl. And then Marcus says, "M3 giving me Morris Chestnut vibes."
Hey.
More Chestnut. What in the yo, Marcus? I don't know what kind of fascination you got with M3, but yeah, it's kind of creepy, baby. Yeah, more
Poor
Chestnut. What in the
Marcus.
world?
Poor Marcus.
Hey,
Mm.
no, let me stop. Right, I'm gonna be
You-
tooting my own horn, but thank you, Marcus. Though. Okay, now, hold on. We do have a comment from Where's the Rabbit Hole? Let's see. You must have had some bad experiences with New York.
Hey, I love this. This is so funny to me. NYC is a shithole run by the devil.
I
That's
wouldn't
really
say
Mm,
all
funny.
that. I
That's
wouldn't say
really
all that, but I
funny.
get you.
okay, okay. Hey, like I said, some people probably have like bad experiences though. But I mean, what's your thoughts about that, Michelle?
I mean, I live here, so I don't know if I would say it's a shithole, but it's definitely rough out here. It is rough.
Yeah.
It's very different. It's just there's so many people in the city now. So many. Um, if you want to talk about crime, it's definitely going up. um, or it's been up for a while. So I can see if
Yeah.
somebody's had bad experiences, especially if you have to travel and take the trains in the morning. I think that's the train. I don't care if you're 84 years old, you're going to fight somebody on the train. It's just such a bad experience. Everybody's on top of you and you're like, it's
Mm-hmm.
COVID, get off me. It's
Yeah.
terrible. But
Okay. And he said, I was born and raised in New York City for 23 years. Okay, okay.
so he's
Yeah.
definitely lived here,
Hmm.
or
And
they.
then and then just kind of says, he said, I look like Keisha, I'm sorry, Tisha, Tisha
Tasha
Campbell.
Campbell.
Tasha
Yeah,
Campbell.
he meant to say Tisha
I mean,
Campbell, but he said
yeah,
Tasha
that's what I'm
Campbell.
saying. Trisha Campbell, right? I mean, Tisha Campbell. No, Tisha
Yeah,
Campbell, right?
Tisha
Supposed to be
Campbell.
Tisha Campbell, but he said Tasha Campbell. Yeah, he messed it up. He messed it up. I mean,
Okay.
New York to me, it's to me, it's always gonna be the best city in the world. You know what I mean? And so it's gonna be that for me. But
Gotcha,
it
gotcha.
it's not for the weak at heart, and it does have its ups and downs. But I tell you, it has its highs and it has its
I mean, that's
lows.
just like
Trust me.
Oakland and
Word.
any other city, to
Yeah.
be honest with you, right? So I'm not going to just say like, well, here's
Yeah.
the thing, you know, I have my highs and my lows in the city where I'm from. You know what I mean? And I
Yeah.
can see it like, I could easily say like, oh, like Oakland was a shithole or whatever, right? But I'm not going to say that because you know why? Not because it's my birthplace, but it's because like I always believe that in every city, right, there's always room for improvement.
Yep.
Mm,
So over time, hey, it might grow. But back then, Oakland was like, shoot, man, like Oakland was about to be like was known in the map to be like one of like the worst cities around like in the
wow.
early 2000s. But over time, like things calmed down and gentrification and all this other
Ooh, that
like stuff
gentrification, boy.
happened. Yeah,
Listen, that is taking over here. They kicking everybody out, giving everybody checks. And the
yeah.
prices for at like a small studio apartment where you can only fit like a futon is going for like $3,000. You're like, why and how? It is
A
very
what?
expensive. So like a studio apartment, you could only fit a
Yeah.
futon. It's like I can't fit nothing in here. It'll be like $3,000. You're like, what? It's tough.
That's like a
Yeah,
oh my god type
they be
of
like, look
money.
at the view. They be like, look at the view.
Right. Look at
You
the
can see
view.
Yeah.
everything.
It's beautiful. Look at the brick.
Yeah.
Wow.
Like, you can't tell me that's not worth 3,500 though. Just
I,
look at the
I,
sun.
but I can. Yeah, but I can. It is no. I'm not paying 3,500 for a studio. Get out of here.
Word.
Exactly. I feel you on that one. You might as well just rent a house.
I mean,
I mean, not rent a house, but like
just
like
buy.
yeah,
Yeah,
buy a house out.
but
That's
I
what I meant to
owning.
say. Yeah,
Yeah.
it would be cheaper that way. All right. Oh, wait. Oops. I didn't even know we was already to those questions already. All right, hold on for a second.
Uh oh.
All right,
Oh, we switching the shades setup. This is the
I have
setup.
to. It's hey, there ain't no setup. Come on, phone.
Your
Yo,
pager going off
why your
again.
page keep going over?
Who the hell is this? Pager me at
Right.
5 early, 6 in the
Morning, crack of dawn, and I
No,
yawn.
First, I get the
going
Marcus,
text.
off.
Marcus,
First,
stop paging them three, all right? Stop paging them three, Marcus, all right?
he's like, "Yo, coach, man. Like, yo, I'm up in the field, man. I'm getting my ass tossed right now. Like, yo, what's the playbook, man? What's the playbook?" Look, first, I'm getting like notifications like through text. Then I turn off, and now I'm getting like an alarm. I don't know what's going on at 6:40 or something, but whatever, right? Today's Wednesday, so happy Wednesday,
Kaya, what are
everybody.
you telling? You telling what, Kaya? What are you telling, Kaya?
Oh,
Kaya
look,
is
I got
going off in the chat.
it.
Yo, when you go live, Kaya, I'm gonna mob your chat. I'm telling you, I'm gonna go nuts in your chat next time you go live. I'm telling you, I'm gonna get jiggy with it for real. But yeah,
Hey, no,
what
no.
question are we on? What
Man,
question are
we're
we on,
we're,
people?
we're on the non-simulations questions.
Are we on number? Wait, are we on number 5
Yeah,
yet?
yeah, we're literally on number 5.
Uh oh,
Oh
about to get
Hold
real,
Marcus,
y'all.
Marcus says,
that's funny.
Coach right now, he's looking like GTA boss in the video game. Boss status.
About the
And
phone
Just
calls.
Kai says
Oh
all about the
Lord.
phone call.
Oh.
Yo, why she trying to blow
See,
you up, yo?
all right, Just Kai. I wanted to come up there and cancel you somehow. Then you can't be
Hey,
snitching
yay,
on me like
yay,
that.
yay, yay, yay.
can't be doing
Shout out
that
to
to a
Tristan
brother.
Draper.
Yes, Tristan Draper. Salute to you. Actually, like when it's time to like drop the link anyway, Mr. Best in the World. What should we do? Should we do it on
So we'll do it at the 45-minute mark. You know what I
Thank
mean?
you,
We'll drop the
Okay.
link.
Justin.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And once we drop the 45-minute mark, boom, the family could come through. I already got people asking me if they could come. I already told them they have to wait. Okay, so please be patient.
Oh, so
You
that's
will
so
come
that's why
in
they
at
get
the
all antsy.
45-minute mark. Okay, 45 minutes. That's how we do our interviews. It's always the 45-minute mark. Okay.
Well, 84. He runs this. 45 minutes. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
No, it's a team effort. It's a team effort.
Mhm.
And M3 is M3 is the main man with the band. You know what I mean? I come in and do my thing. We all do our thing. We all are a good unit. You know what I mean? So
Tight ship.
shout out to First Lady Tammy, Damo, and DJ Eddie. Yeah. We make it
Oh,
work.
Kaya.
Mhm.
She's funny.
Man,
What
okay.
Kaya said? Hold on, let me see. I didn't even see what Kaya just
That was
said.
good.
He said he
Oh
basically
boy, Kaya. Oh boy,
man,
Kaya.
she
If
had
you
her
go
type of
live
talk
tonight,
tonight.
okay, I'm gonna tell you a story about Kaya real quick before we get to number five. 'Cause number five is about to be on.
Oh
But the
man.
thing is, I came on Kaya's stream last night. I said, "Yo, I'm only gonna give you 15 minutes." Right? I said, "All right, 15 minutes. I'm gonna do 15 minutes." 15 turned to 30. 30 turned to 45. 45 turned to an hour. Then I looked up. I was like, "Oh, I gotta get out of here. I gotta go. I got to go." Like, but the conversation was so great. Kaya has these wonderful conversations. If you're up late and you can't sleep,
Just go on
go to
Kaya's
just Kaya. All right, like
live. Yup.
word, like she is up for real. So you know what I
Oh,
mean? Like she's up
Kaya.
literally the whole night. So, but her content is fire, man. It is so fire,
It is,
and I
definitely.
just love it. You know what I mean? I
Mm.
love it. So, no, we know it's about her, but I'm telling a quick story. We're gonna get back to the question. I had to give you a quick flower. You know what I mean? But
Yeah, we
yeah,
know it's not all
number
about you.
5.
He said, but tell the whole story. Oh
But
shit, okay.
no, I ain't telling the whole story. No, that's for a different time.
Now you only
You
get
mind fact,
pieces, okay?
you come up at the 45-minute mark, and you can tell the story, Kaya. All right, but I'm
Kaya's
gonna
coming
drop the number
after you.
5. Dominique
All right. And shout out to
Anthony, what's
Dominique
good?
Anthony. Yeah, he says, knowledge and relationships, the only big three in the West right now. Thank you so much.
Yes, sir.
Salute
Yes,
to you, my
sir.
brother. All right. Best in the world. Go ahead and pull up the number five for us, please. All
Oh
right.
boy.
Number five
Okay,
is
number 5. Should
go ahead and
women
go ahead and read it.
be submissive to men? Because she not in her head. Look. You trying to prep the answer? Like,
We actually had this conversation and on ladies' night, and we all came to an agreement. And I believe that we should. I
Mr.
think
Battle.
that yeah. Well, you said be combative.
Mm-hmm. Is that
Oh
your agreement?
no. No, no. You see, you
Okay. I
trying to catch
just
me out there. You snuck that in. See, I'm telling you, them shades is a setup. There's something going on here. Um No, no, definitely. I mean, I know it. I mean, in every relationship has its own dynamic. However, I do think behind closed doors, that's your man. Why not? He deserves it, right? If he's a good man to you, to your family, then why not? I don't think there's
Mhm.
anything wrong with that. Doesn't make you any less of a woman, doesn't make you weak. No. But that's what we're talking about, like these women today, oh, we're strong and independent. And at the end of it, we're like, no, Miss Ty played a clip and it said, no, we're resilient. And I agree. We're
Mm.
resilient because the definition to strong makes it seem like you don't need any help. But if I found my soon to be husband, he's a great person and I want his help. So I'm not pushing him away.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's no problem with me being submissive. We respect each other. There's so many negative connotations behind the word submissive when you hear that. It's like, oh, you have to bow down, you have to do this, you have to do that. No, nothing wrong with it.
But why is it when we try to explain to them over and over, we're not even telling you to bow down to us. We're not trying to tell you guys to jump or anything like that and go through hoops. Like it's like there's still like a strong offensive disagreement.
Because that's just what we've been taught, unfortunately. we've been taught by, I'm going to say, I'm going to speak for myself. I was taught by my mother, like, you have to be strong, you have to be independent, you can't take crap from no man. If he can't provide, you got to provide solely for your family. So when that's, spewed every single day for 25, 30 years, depending however long it takes you to move out of your parents' house or your mom's house, that's what you know, that's all you know, that's how you think. So when
Mm,
somebody good comes around, you're always like, well, you don't have any good intentions for me because I was a sole provider for X, Y, and Z, and it's an accolade, and but sometimes it's okay. You had to be strong and independent at that time, but you don't have to anymore because you found someone who wants to share that load with you. And it makes it very
mm,
difficult when that's your mindset all the time. You don't want to change it. It's hard to get out of
right.
that funk. It's like a funk. It's hard to get out.
Mm. So then, what was the okay? What in your timeline was the
Mhm.
breaking point that helped you to realize that um things that, let's just say, because I know you mentioned, like, an example, your mother, things that my mother taught me about men was not necessarily helpful for my well-being in relationships. How did you get to that conclusion that, hey, it's okay to have a submissive type of attitude?
Um, to tell you the truth, I learned that at a young age because it wasn't only her; it was also other women around us. So everybody in the community had the same mindset, and I would hear the things they would say and how they would talk about men, and I just never felt that vibe. Never. It was just never my thing. I didn't like bashing men. I didn't like talking, oh, he's a piece of crap, he's garbage. Oh, no man, like nobody's ever any good enough. Or I never liked that. But especially with, like, you see my personality. That's never been me. I'm just like,
Yeah.
yay, everyone, love. Um, but they were very much like, oh, all men are garbage. And I'm like, this doesn't make sense. Why is it for them all men are garbage and every single man they're with, oh, he was trash, he was trash. So then maybe you're the common denominator. And that's always been my thought process. Well, maybe you're the problem. But some
Mm.
women don't want to hear that. Some women don't wanna know,
Mm.
"Sis,
Oh
you might
shit!
be the problem."
Oh, you gonna get into some debates about that.
Mm.
Yo, for real, they're gonna get some debates with you,
Listen,
family.
listen, I've had many friends that would get upset at me because I always say there's 2 sides to the coin. I like to be very fair. So they would come to me and be like, "Oh, he forgot to take out the trash, and I do this, I work, and I take care of the kids." And I'm just like, "Okay, sis, but did you ask him like, 'Hey, why did you forget?' Or maybe he just happened to miss it that day. Like he does it every other time, but because he forgets once, he's, oh, this is the problem. This is why I'm so mad." And then girl, you're the problem. For the girl, just let him know. Have the
Mm.
conversation. And it's something as simple as like trash. It's just
Mm-hmm.
like, oh, there's something deeper there. But
Yeah, because I'm like, it's not worth like getting into like a heated argument over the trash though. That's like, did you not take out the, wash the dishes or something, or what I mean?
right.
So like, if it was like to kind of be like, yo, girl, why the fuck you didn't wash the dishes or whatever, right? Yeah,
You gonna turn around and be like, why are you cursing me out? Because I forgot to wash. And then you have your own excuse. So why is it that you can't say,
hmm
hey, what's going on? You forgot the trash. What happened? Why can't he have an answer? I'm telling you,
yeah.
it should just be fair. That's all. Nothing wrong with that.
Okay, I like that type of attitude, like fair and balanced. And Jenny says, nope, don't say that out loud. Hey, I feel you in that one, right? Oh, well, my note button didn't come
Nope.
up. There we go. All right. Mm. But that's definitely good. Like, because a lot of times when we give that type of question, we always get different responses, and it's based off like, their own personal experience. Some probably some will say they actually gave their heart to a specific type of man. To me, I look at it, they gave their heart to the wrong type of man and they
Mm-hmm.
got taken advantage of. And so because of that, now in their mind, it's like, okay, I'm never gonna get hurt again. So
hmm
let me go ahead and listen to the feminist movement where we all hate men and bash, but then yet
Right.
we're still in relationships with men. You know what I mean? So I just I would just say I thank you for like just try to look at things in more of a positive light to it.
Oh, thank you. No, I mean, I've definitely been in relationships where if I let them, I would have been, like scarred, let's say. I would have been scarred, that bitter woman because, it's no fun getting your heart broken or feeling like you're not valued in a relationship. So, and I've been
Hmm.
there, but that never changed my mind. I didn't put all
Mm.
men in the same category just because that one
Mm.
man wasn't
Yeah.
good enough for me or good for me or didn't have the same standards I did or anything doesn't mean that another man out there wouldn't. That's not fair. We can't generalize
Hmm.
everybody.
That's a good point that you said because I think that's the issue that we usually have for both men and women because we get our hearts broken, but just by that one asshole, and then so
Hmm.
we just look at everyone else to be that type of asshole. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I
And
get you
that's
on
not the
that one.
case. That's definitely not the case.
Yeah. Sometimes you gotta just look at things outside the box and just say, "Look, man, I've been in a bad relationship before, and hopefully never again."
Right.
And then Jenny says, "Once you're married, you get to pick the battles you want to embark on. Not worth it at all. Peace in the house."
Oh, definitely. I love that. I love peace.
Yeah. And this guy says, "Preach, girl."
Hey,
Yeah,
sis.
I feel like right now, Michelle, like you got the chat all calm right now because first it was like da 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 da, and now as we're talking about peace, I feel like they're nice and relaxed.
Everybody's chilling.
Exactly.
Chilling Wednesday.
So Michelle giving peace up in this house. I feel you. Okay.
I
The
will
other.
say this
Hmm?
as far as like the relationship thing. Everybody, please, if you can, definitely support our family, support our sister. She's right here. Come join the conversation. You can ask her any question. As long as I keep it respectful, I don't want to kick you out. No, I'm joking. But yeah, So I think when as far as relationship thing goes, it's all about your communication and your standards and your boundaries and your morals, what you want to put up with. You know what I mean? Because the thing is, you may be willing to put up with something that somebody else is not willing to put up with.
Right.
Like, I ain't dealing with that. Okay, well, I am. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
I'm not willing to go through this problem. Well, I'm willing to go through that problem and work through it. So everybody has their different things that they really want to, have or think they should have in a relationship. It goes for what works for them. So what works for you may not work for me. Different strokes for different folks. All right. I may,
Mm.
I may want Fruit Loops. All right. You may want Lucky Charms. That is your preference. All right. Do your preference. Okay. That's the thing. As we always say, do you, boo. Choose your destiny. You know what I mean? Carve your own path, choose your own relationship style, and make it work for you. You know what I mean? And once you choose a relationship style, here's another thing. Don't push that on everybody else. Okay?
Hmm.
All right? Stop trying to make it that what you said is the end all and be all and you are the cream of the crop and everything else. You know what I mean? No,
Yeah.
your house works for you. What you have works for you. You can give me perspective, you can give me advice, but that's all it is advice and perspective. You know what I mean? It's not my reality. Can it become my reality? Maybe. You know what I mean? And in part, it's still not going to be like completely like yours. It will be different because the person I'm living with, has a different personality. You know what I mean? And I have a different personality. You know what I mean? So, and the advice you give me is based on what your personality, what your experience is. So
Hmm.
yeah, it's all about communication, what you want to put up with. You know what I mean? And then here's the thing: once that love hit, once that love hit, oh yeah, you know what I mean. A lot of stuff that you were saying, oh man, all that rah rah, you be like, well, you know what? I will go to the opera with them. You know what I mean? Oh, I thought you ain't like opera. Oh well, they like opera, so I'm gonna go. Oh, where? Oh, okay, yeah, because that love is in the air now. Got them
Right.
love vibes. So now you switching up. You know what I mean? Now you want to dress alike and all that. So yeah, you know what I mean?
I can't stand like some like I would say I'm gonna speak for women, but definitely had women in my life who are always or who used to tell me all the time, well, you know what, you need to do this, or oh, like if I would say something positive about my partner, they would be like, "Oh, you know what? You just sprung, girl. Wait for like 2 years, and that shit is gonna be over. You're gonna be tired. This is just the honeymoon phase?" And I'm just like, "But why can't it be the honeymoon phase all the time? I think that's fun." So definitely
Right,
had many
right,
women who are just like, "Oh no, you
right.
know, it's just like that now. But wait, so you're gonna get tired and it's like, but why? Why does that need to happen?"
Word, word.
I'm like, just because your man is tired of you doesn't mean that it's gonna be the other way around for her.
It's probably because
Exactly.
all of this you're giving me right now. That's probably why he's like, "Oh, child, go work a double." Like, just go go work a double, honey.
Yeah.
Exactly.
We got Queen in the building. What's up,
But
Queen?
here's the thing too, and I'm gonna welcome in Queen real quick. Queen, what's going on, Queen? Here's the thing too,
Doing
right? The
this.
theme
I
is
am
this.
Queen Forever
The
2K.
thing.
I'm one of the dynamic
What's going on, Queen?
individuals, part of the Lady Stream. Thank you very much. How you doing, Michelle? And
Hi,
Michelle
good. How are
What's going
and
on,
you,
Queen?
Queen?
Hold on,
I
Queen. Let me
already
finish.
went and I
I'm gonna
already
bring you
went
in,
and
Queen.
followed you on Instagram. So
Hey, girl. I'll follow you right back. You know.
Hold on, Queen. Let me share this point, and I'm gonna get your perspective. Um, but also like you could tell me that it's a difference of you telling me that like yo life is gonna happen than you telling me that it's gonna fall apart, right?
Mhm.
Just tell me yo life is gonna happen. Like life is gonna happen. You may go through ups and downs. You know what I mean? Certain things are gonna change or certain things may change, but don't make it seem like that's the definite because it may not be the definite for me. You know what I mean? Mine's is mine. Let mine be mine. Let me rock. You know what I mean? I used to have a saying, and Queen knows. I used to be like, "Let this person rock," and Queen, you know what I'm talking about. Let that person rock. Let them find their love. Like
Mhm.
let them be. Leave them alone. You know what I mean? And seeing people in love is a beautiful thing. I don't know why people be hating on that. Like,
It's like they don't want to see. It's like, ew, ew, that's just now. They probably just met. It's like, no, we've been together for 100 years. What you mean? Oh, yeah, right. Like, all right,
Mhm.
okay. Sorry that my love makes you uncomfortable. I
word,
apologize. You
word,
know.
word. Shout out
because
to
they
Iso
ain't got
Hopeful.
no love.
Yes, Queen.
That's
Shout
why.
shout out to Sharabia
Yes.
Chicago. And Queen, I'm glad you chimed in. I just want to give a shout out real quick to Iso Hopeful and Sharabia Chicago. So Queen, go ahead and give your perspective, you know what I mean, of what we're talking about. So yes.
Well, I kind of stepped away. So I know I heard partners in love and people hating. Oh,
That's all of it.
okay, cool. Okay. That's the synopsis.
Yep,
I caught the gist. Okay.
you sure did.
So one thing I realized, I've been with my significant other, my husband, for 11 years, almost 12 years. And what I realized is that when I was single, we were like, oh yeah, oh, you like him? Okay, cool, go after it. Everybody was very supportive because everybody's trying to, find their little mate, right?
Mhm.
And I started dating. Yeah, I started dating and I was out of state because he was out of state at the time. And when I came back to where I live on the West Coast, they were like, oh my gosh, I'm so happy, blah, 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 blah. Right? Fine. So I was like, well, he plans on moving. So 6 months after dating, he moved to the West Coast with me. And he got his place and whatever, had roommates. I had my roommates. And so then it was like, why he always around you? I'm like, he don't know nobody. What are you
Right.
talking about? Of course he's
He
gonna be
just
around me.
moved here.
Yeah. And so it was just like I just saw the when it was in their face that I was no longer single,
Mm.
it was like their heart for me changed.
Oh, yep.
It got really weird. Some of them, some didn't care. They was like, oh my gosh, they were kicking it with us. Um, but it wasn't like I wasn't kicking it with them. It was just like, dude, he don't know nobody. Like he's trying to feel, trying to get his feel on things. So of course he's going to be with me or, around me. Why would you not want that, you know? So yeah, I just think it's people just show who they really are when
Mhm.
you're elevating, not necessarily that I'm better than them. I'm just on a different path or a different level, like in my
Right.
relationship. And when you start elevating, you start seeing their true faces. and who they really are, so.
I agree. It's like they thought you were going to stay on their same path forever. And that's what made that's what made you sisters for life. But then as soon as you go on your own path, it's like, oh, she's different. She's real different now.
Hey, let me help you out. I was not going to be single sisters with them for life.
Honey,
that was not my path.
Thank you.
No, thank you. I'm good.
Absolutely.
You can do that by yourself.
I was just going to say, let them be single.
Exactly. And they still are, but we're not going to go there.
Oh, I love it. She said, and they still are, but that's neither here nor there.
Exactly. That's small. That's a discussion for another topic. I'll inbox you. Maybe we can have that conversation.
You got it.
Okay. All right, Queen. Before I let you go, Queen, I'm gonna just say
why
this.
You kicking me off?
Because we are interviewing somebody, Queen. Okay.
But she don't mind. It's all good. I'm gonna let y'all rock this time.
Yeah, we got to show these women. You know how we do.
Queen is coming for you.
Yeah, she'll be all right. Queen, I just want to say this. I think sometimes people feel away, and you can rebuttal this, and then after that, we're gonna move on. I think the thing is sometimes people feel away because they see that you don't. They feel like, oh, they get envious because they're like, oh, you don't need me no more. You know what I mean? So they get envious sometimes. Based on when they see that you're basically doing other things. And it's not the fact that I don't need you. You know what I mean? Yes, you're still my friend. You're still in my circle. You're still my family. I still care about you. Nothing has changed. You know what I'm saying? I'm just adding somebody else's dynamic into my life. You know what I mean? Come be part of our experience. You know what I mean? So I think, and especially for me, I've always included my friends and my family, you know what I mean, with the person that I'm with. You know what I mean? I never ever shun anybody away. I never say, well, I'm with my girl, so this. No, I don't never do that. I'm like, you want to chill? Let's chill. Now, of course, at times, yes, me and the person I'm with, we may go do intimate things, right? We may go away. We may go on vacation. We may do things alone. But I just think that that's just regular stuff, right? You know what I mean? Heck, you go to places alone with like your family, with your parents or with your brother and sister, like. You don't always take your friends everywhere sometimes. Right. You know what I mean? That's just life. Right. So why do you feel away now that I'm romantically linked? Like, you know what I mean? You ain't have no problem when I was going out and sometimes I went out and I was going out with my family. But now that I'm going out with this person that I care about, who I look at just like a family member, now it's a problem. No. You feel something else, you know what I mean, about my dynamic with that person. You need to check yourself, you know what I mean, before you wreck our friendship.
I thought you said before you wreck yourself. I said, oh, okay.
Yeah, wreck yourself as well. Yeah, you wrecking yourself too. You're only hurting yourself. You ain't hurting me. You're only hurting yourself. So that's the thing. Sometimes some people are just projecting. You know what I mean? You're projecting other things that you are feeling instead of just, basically just saying, you know what? I just feel lonely, and I want to find love like that too. You know what I mean? Hey. It's okay to say you're lonely. Hey, we all been lonely. Hey, you could be in a relationship and be lonely. It is what it is. Everybody's lonely at certain points. Like, it's life. You know what I mean? So just be open and honest with the people that's in your life. You know what I mean? And then we can get past all that. And the people ain't going to feel like you a hater. They ain't going to feel like all those other things. You know what I mean? But if you start doing them little side jabs and little side comments. We gonna think you a hater for real. Right. You know what I mean? The hater label we're gonna slap the hater label right on your back. Boom. Maybe right upside your head, hater. You know what I mean? But Queen, did you have anything to say?
I think it's also the fact that I think a lot of situations in life just reveal people's hearts around you. It just exposes what they really felt. And they can say, oh, no, I'm good. I would never. But you can never say you would never because you're not in that situation. So I think it just exposes people, expose their hearts. And it's fine. It's fine for a little exposure. We all need it. But what are you going to do with it? How are you going to move on and move past it? I mean, I've lived in several households throughout college. And I remember, being the youngest one there. And all 5 of my roommates got married, And I was like, dude, like, what's wrong with me? And they was like, oh, Canaria, I just got a house and, blah, blah, blah. You can come. I was like, hell no, I ain't moving in with you. You tripping. You are thank you, but no, thank you. No, thank you on that one. But, but I was still friends with them. I was still cool with them because it was a maturity and we talked about it, and then, I met my husband and, I feel like I had that same heart. Like, let me hang out with y'all. Let me, I didn't cut anyone off, but I feel like, there were things that, people may have felt the ways because I didn't talk to them about it because you're not married. So now that I'm married and I'm having these growing pains, I need to talk to someone who's a veteran, who is 20 plus years and is very honest about their marriage. I need to do what's best for me. And if that means that I need to back off a little bit, you should be okay with that because I can't come and tell you, like, I'm not going to talk to you about my husband because you ain't got a man and you can't help me. So, not to be rude, but, that's what it is. It's okay. So I know I'm being kicked out.
adding.
So
Thank you for adding to the conversation. We love you.
Yeah, whatever. I will. What's
So
up,
nice to meet
what's up,
you,
M3?
Queen.
I'm gonna call you Blue Light Special tonight because you got
All
on
right,
a
for
blue
sure.
shirt, blue light, and I'm gonna hit you up, Miss Chelle. Is it Michelle S?
It's you can call me
Okay.
Michelle.
I'm on Michelle.
Did you just call her Michelle A?
Listen, I love what I told you.
My bad. You guys have a good night, beautiful people.
You too.
And
so nice meeting you.
You too. Bye-bye.
Good night, Queen. See you later, Queen. Later.
Good night. Okay, so shout outs to Queen. And I gotta give a shout out to Sir Hell Speaks.
Oh,
Sir Hell
shout out
Speaks
to
was also in the
Hell.
building earlier, right, with the Rico and Arshawn live stream. And I just want to say salutes back to you. I know I didn't get a chance to really communicate, personally with everybody in the chat earlier, so I do apologize. I was on the road, but hey, everybody, subscribe to Sir Hell Speaks on his YouTube channel. Man, he has good stuff in the mornings as well too. So, and then also, Real Talk with Mimsy says, okay, lack of communication is the biggest problem in any relationship, whether romantic or platonic. Communication is key. It's highly valuable to really have good communication skills, and I think that's that should be like one of the most biggest practice ever because so much that goes on because of unspoken communication.
Yes. Agreed.
Now, Michelle, I don't know how you are in the chat and you're doing this interview at the same time. I don't even see you looking at your phone, yo. Like, I just see you looking straight. I'm like, yo, how's she typing? I'm like, what in the? You got a different skill, girl. I don't know what you're doing, but yeah.
You gotta read the gestures, man. Like, look, I saw the shoulders moving like this.
And he was like,
she
what it is too? It's them shades. I think they give you like special power. Like you could tell things others cannot.
I don't know about that, but
all right, y'all. To the number 6 question. All right.
Go ahead, Mr. Besson, if you mind pulling it up.
Yes, sir. Number 6 question is: what advice would you give men about women?
That's hard. Because some women today, I'm just like, I don't even know. I don't even know. Again, we were talking about this on Red Lipstick. Like, some women, they don't want you all up in their business. And okay, so I'm going to tell you a quick story. I had this friend, had is the key word. I don't speak to her anymore. She told me, oh, I'm dating this guy, but I can't wait till the 6-month trial period is over. I was like, what the hell is a 6-month trial period? She says it's 6 months where I act normal. Like I do everything I have to do. I'm the best, girlfriend in the world. And after those 6 months, I get to be crazy. Like I'll let him hang out with his boys. I'll let him do whatever. But after those 6 months, then I can just switch up and be the real me. I said, girl,
Yeah.
And that's her real, like, that's a real thing.
Mm.
That is a real thing. So the only thing I can say is, I guess, me being a woman, what advice would I give anyone about, I guess, someone like me? Because it's really hard. She says she's crazy. Yes, she is. She was nuts. Um, I don't know. Sometimes women need their space to be women. You know, there's times where I just sit here and I write. My fiance will come back. He'll see me. He's like, "Oh, she's doing her thing. She has her creative time." Also, I don't know, just communicate, because in my previous relationship, communication was frowned upon from his side. So it made it very hard for me to be in the relationship, because I'm like, well, if I can't talk to you about things that are bothering me, or you can't talk to me about things that are bothering you, how do we grow? So I guess just always communicate. Don't try to be a mind reader. And this is for both men
Mm-hmm.
and women, but it's specific. What advice would I give men? But I feel like this can go for
Mm.
either men or women. Don't try to be a mind reader, because that never works.
But
Don't
that's
try
what they
to.
want us to do.
Well, guess what? That's not what's going to happen. It's just, that's not fair. It doesn't make sense.
Mm.
And if you really flip the coin, and let's say you feel a certain way or something's bothering you, then on the same side, you can say, well, you should have read my mind. You should understood I was mad. You should have understood I was upset. It just doesn't work. It doesn't work.
What
So
advice could you
communicate.
give? What advice could you give men in regards to dating? Like what? Like let's say, for instance, we're gonna do a little bit of role play, okay? So picture me as a young guy that's coming to you, like, hey, Michelle, um,
Melissa.
you're
Now
or no,
imagine.
Melissa.
No, I was gonna say, imagine strike one.
Yeah,
Strike one.
yeah.
My name is Melissa.
That's gonna be your
Oh,
stage
Melissa.
name, Melissa.
It is. It
Yeah,
is. It is.
yeah.
Strike one,
Hey,
M3.
hey,
My name is
so,
Melissa.
hey, so Miss Melissa Chica, right? Miss Melissa Chica Puerto Rica, right?
What in the world?
I'm trying to,
I love this.
I'm
This
trying to
is
get at this
great.
mommy real quick, right? And
Prime
This
role
mommy.
play.
What?
Yeah, no,
Mom,
this is prime
she
role play here. Top
exactly.
notch. Let's do
Come
it.
on, Mr. Best. You got to get into it.
You
Okay,
do.
hold
I
on.
am, but y'all making me
Okay,
laugh.
no, you're not. Okay, hold on. We're gonna take it to the top, right? Because Mr. Best in World's messing us up, right?
Come
So,
on,
okay,
Brooklyn. Come on, Brooklyn.
All right, let me
exactly,
get
right,
together. I'm gonna
Brooklyn.
get
Come
together.
on,
Let me,
man.
let me get my composure. Let me get my composure.
Exactly. Get it together, man.
Let me mute
Okay.
my mic.
Let me put my acting skills to the test, right? Okay. So this is what we're gonna do, right? I'm gonna put it like this, right? And then I'm gonna fade in you, and then we're gonna bend, go back and forth. Okay.
Okay.
You got it? All
I
right.
got it. I got it.
Okay. All right. So act one, scene two, whatever you could call it, right?
Let's go. Yep.
Okay. So hey, excuse me, Miss Melissa, Chica Puerto Rica, right? I'm trying to get this bad mamacita, and I know she's looking at me because she's giving me the choosing signals, but I don't know what to do, right?
Mhm.
I've been taught like, that you're supposed to be yourself, but every time I be myself, and talk about my Yu-Gi-Oh cards, like she just looked at me like I'm a weirdo. So can you tell me what can I do?
Well, go up to her and tell her about your Yu-Gi-Oh cards, because if she don't want to hear it, then she's not the one for you.
Okay. But then, I've been listening to guys like AMS, right? And they be talking about like you can't be yourself like that. If you're like a nerd or whatever to that woman, you can't do that, right? Unless you find somebody that's a nerd just like you. But the chances are, if you're trying to get some ass or you trying to get somebody with class, you gotta try to do something, switch up your style a little bit.
Oh, wait. But Yu-Gi-Oh cards are fun. I'm really stuck on these Yu-Gi-Oh cards because that's not fair. Why is this pretend woman so mean?
Because she's hella bougie.
Ah, see, that's the problem.
So with the bougie types, right? Am I just choosing the wrong type of woman, or should I just move on with my life? But the thing is, hold on, I gotta. Where my sad music at? Sad music. So Damn it, where's the sad music at? Hold on for a second. Oh, there it is. So sad music, y'all. So the thing is, right? I really love this girl. She's my everything. She's my world. But if I lose her, I don't know what to do with myself. And she's gone. My whole heart.
Where did she go?
I can't take it anymore.
Wait, no, it's okay. Where did she go? Wait, you
Oh
said
my
she's
God.
gone? Oh Lord. Wait.
No,
Where
I'm
did she-
just saying, like, if I lose her, I lose a part of me, right?
Gotcha.
If I can't get her, if I can't dig him in the guts or whatever, at least let me do something. You know how the Manosphere boys be saying, right?
Oh, I know. But first, I got a Marcus right here. He's fun because that's exactly the song I was playing when you were talking. I'm like, when I'm alone in my room, sometimes I stare at the wall. Like that's exactly what I just wanted. Like those are the vibes you were giving me.
Well, because I need love.
Right. I need love. Clearly, you need love and you need to go after your girl and say, listen, I play Yu-Gi-Oh, but I could also, I could also get down. You with it or you not? That's it. But that's it. Why not? Why not? Because you never know. She'll probably be like, all right, I don't like the Yu-Gi-Oh card business, but I'm digging your vibe. Yu-Gi-Oh could be what you do in your spare time when you go take up the trash. You remember like the Chappelle show? You go take up the trash, you be playing Yu-Gi-Oh cards upstairs, and she got to go get you. Like, come downstairs. Yu-Gi-Oh is over. It's time for us to go to bed. That's fine. That's not a problem. She'll be all right.
But you know what most people will say?
What?
Stop the cap.
So they will say normally you guys are giving us way bad advice on this one, right? Because the thing is, right? Society always put it as like, realistically, like, yo, man, like they'll tell us like, yo, you gotta grow up, man. Or they'll be like, what kind of man 32 or 34 or whatever type of grown man talk about some Yu-Gi-Oh cards to these fine women? You're gonna be like, women want like the fancier things. Some people will go way overboard as far as this money topic or whatever. And I hear this a lot. A lot of people say like, you got to get your money up. And if you get your money up, then you get the honeys.
But money doesn't make the man. I don't think money makes the man. Why? Because
Michelle, you are very different, sister.
Think about it. Think about it. Says like if you want the money, then she could try to go out and get the money herself. You know what I mean? Like why is it that money has to make the man? Why do you have to tell me what your salary is for me to be like, all right, yeah, I like you.
Nope.
All right,
Yeah.
I like you. Why?
But I think, oh my God. Okay. Well, you know what it is? Because Michelle, you actually still have, and this is me giving you flowers, of course. You still have moral standards and values. See, you know what I mean? As I call it, the in the dark world, which is the dating world nowadays, the dark side. You know what I'm saying? In the dark side, in the dark realm of the dating scene in America, everybody's out for themselves. It truly is Grand Theft Auto in the dating scene, all right? Everybody's out for themselves. You know what I mean? What's going on, Rico? What's going on, Colin Mitchell? Shout out to the family. You know what I mean? But everybody's out for themselves. Michelle, you know that. You know what I mean? I mean, you haven't been outside in the dark room for a while, but you know how the dark room was. You know what I mean? The dark side.
Scary.
You know what I mean?
Scary.
So, very scary out there. You know what I mean? So, and it's cold too. It's cold as ice, boy.
Cold as ice.
You know what I mean? So if you find a little bit of warmth, you're like, ooh, okay. You know what I mean? You find a warm person, a little bit warm, you're like, okay, I can kind of rock with that. Let me see what they're talking about. But at the end of the day, you know what I mean? I'm gonna let you rock, sis, because I know you got something to say. At the end of the day, I think that, man, it's so hard. It is so hard for people really to build genuine connections because we're all somewhat desensitized a little bit. You know what I mean? Somewhat, a little bit desensitized, a little bit. Like if we don't get our fast food order in enough time, we ready to burn down the counter and beat up everybody in the back.
You don't get it fast.
Yeah, yo, I just ordered this show like 2 minutes ago.
You asking for a manager.
You know what I mean? Where's my food, yo? You know what I mean? Like it's crazy. You know what I mean?
I think that's dating today.
Yeah.
I think the women of today, they're different. Those, they're different women. They really are.
But I have to commend you because you're not desensitized by that. You know what I mean? And I don't know if that comes from, being a part of a different, religious group. I don't know if that comes a part of just your values. But you're not desensitized at all, sis, and I have to commend you on that. I have to give you your
Thank
flowers on
you.
that.
Thank you. I
Big time.
appreciate that. Thank you. I'm telling you,
Definitely.
growing up, it was harsh. It was harsh watching these women who were supposed to teach me, what women values, are, and they were just too flawed. They didn't make sense to me. And like I told you before, I'm very analytical. So if it doesn't make sense to me, I have to find that missing piece. If not, I'm just gonna throw it away. It's not. I'm not gonna
Mm,
invite it in. I'm not gonna accept it. And a lot of those women, they just didn't make sense to me. So whatever they were saying went to one ear, right out the other. Threw it away.
that is very good. We have to welcome in. And before we welcome in, I got to do a shameless plug. Shameless plug. Listen, all you single people, all right? Valentine's Day is coming Monday. Okay, it's gonna be hosted
Mhm.
by Queen Damo. If you are single and you're hearing this, come on through. Kai, I want to see you there now. All right, Colin Mitchell, I want to see
Hey.
you there now. All right, I want to see all my single folks there. All right, come through on Monday. Marcus, I want to see you too. All the single people. Miss Ty can't. Well, yeah, I'm not gonna say nothing. Now, with that being said, all you single people, come on through. Okay, come on through. You know what I mean? Hopefully, you're making shots instead of just shooting shots. And yeah, you know what I mean. We're gonna have a Valentine's Day show hosted by the Queen Damo. I had to give a shameless plug real quick. Now back to our regular scheduled program. Interview with Michelle. And I gotta welcome in Rico Young. Rico, what's going on?
Oh, I forgot I was muted.
I am doing well, sir. I saw that you guys had this lovely young lady here tonight, so I'm not going to pretend like I've been complete with the stream because I'm a little bit behind. So I will admit that. But I see that you guys sort of kind of like picked up where me and Arshawn left off a little bit on this whole theme because, like I said, everybody knows Monday is the big day. Monday's the day of love, and so on and
Mhm.
so forth. And it seemed like you guys were talking about this whole dating thing. So the little bit I picked up on the end, I was just like, why are we still struggling with this? Michelle, am I saying your
Yes.
name correct? Michelle or
Yes,
Michelle?
you are.
Nuts.
Michelle.
But I'm just struggling. Like, when did dating become so fucking hard?
I don't know. No, but it's
It's
so
just so,
true. It's so true.
but it's not.
It shouldn't be hard at all.
Yeah, I'm, and I will admit, for full disclosure, Mr. M3 and Mr. Best know I'm an old head. So you haven't met me. It's the first time I have a chance to meet you. I'm an old head, 57 years old. I've been around the sun a few times, and it's just people talking to people. Why the hell we make such a big deal out of the most mundane, ordinary things? It's hard because we're making it hard. I mean, I look at you. I'm like, you're a beautiful young lady. You have no problem with finding someone to be interested in you of a certain. But when you find that, I'm trying to figure out why is this dance becoming such a difficult thing because for me it was like, and I'll be honest, I never thought myself as a looker. I didn't think I was bad looking, but I didn't think nothing was special about me. I'm like, yeah, everybody talk about average. I'm like, the vast majority of the world is fucking average.
Right.
like 80% of the planet is averages. 5, 6, and 7s, or probably 5s and 6s, 80%. There's a small percentage of the planet that's in the upper echelon and the lower echelon. Very small. Probably 80 to 90% of the planet is 5s and 6s. So I'm like, we all pretty much look like fucking humans. Humans look like humans. So if I'm a guy, I like you, you might like me, you may not like me, just whatever. If I try to talk to you, you don't like me, you let me know you don't like me. I move on to the next person. If I like you, you like me, you let me know that you like, and we continue the conversation. Why are we making this shit rocket science?
Right.
Because everybody's afraid to get their hearts broken.
It's like chemistry. You got to figure it out, and
But here's the thing I would say to you, Michelle, right?
Hmm.
If I'm saying your name correct, so correct me if I'm wrong.
You
But
are.
I'm sorry, because I think what guys are doing and females, I think it's on both sexes, is that we're projecting too much on each other. So I might say for example, hypothetically, I like you. Oh man, Michelle, she's beautiful. I like her. She's funny. She's smart. This and whatever. So I project too much on you. So if for whatever reason, if you meet my expectation, you fail, things get lost or things get broken because I project too much. If you project too much on me, well, I think a man should be this, and this. If I don't fulfill those things, then I'm a disappointment. We're projecting too much on each other rather than
Everybody
saying,
has a check. Everybody has a checklist, and
and
sometimes that checklist is so unrealistic.
yes, because at the end of the day, I'm just supposed to fucking like you, and you're
Right.
just supposed to like me. Can we
Right.
start there?
Right. We're not getting married tomorrow. Like you're not moving in.
Nothing's happening if we don't like each other.
Right.
Nothing. I looked at you from across the room. Oh, great smile. Listen, I know nothing else about you. I can't project the next 10 years or 20 years on you. Like, hey, maybe she'll make me laugh, maybe she won't. And we don't do that enough anymore.
Right.
So again, and I agree, Dominique, it ain't the 60s, okay? You gotta don't age shame me.
Uh-oh.
You age shame me. And I love that brother, but he's right. But the fact of the matter is I'm like, even in 2022, it's still fucking true. You just gotta like the person. That's it.
That is it. And it's that simple. It's people that are making it hard because it really is that simple.
Yeah, but y'all are too complicated, man. Unfortunately,
What?
I don't know. I guess I feel like both in general, like, because I know like y'all, you guys are young folks or whatever, right? So maybe it's like a young folk type of thing, young generation type of thing, where everything is like it's simple but complicated at the same time. But I don't know. I'm old school, so well, not as old school as Rico is, but old school enough. And so, man,
I got that shot. I take it.
no problem. But the thing is that like back then, like we had like the friends with benefits. Girls would be like sometimes, most of the times, girls was doing the approaching, whether they was aggressive or not or subtle. They'll say like, "Hey, look, I like you," and that's it. And if you don't like them, then they could either like take it and move on, or they could just be mad at you forever. But most of the time, everybody was just straightforward, and there was no like pussyfooting around.
Right. There's no sugarcoating.
Yeah, exactly. So, but I feel like, man, like I guess 2020, 2021, 2022, now these days is like, everybody's like dancing on their toes and, trying to be romantic, overly poetic. And, you can't say this, you can't say that. And then also, too, let me ask y'all this, though, because maybe I feel like I'm going on a tangent, but it's whatever, right? What do you think about, Michelle? What do you think about when guys in the red pill community will tell other guys that, hey, you are a sucker, simp, beta male chump, simp provider when you're friends with a woman that you like and she doesn't like you back, but you're still friends with her? Or even if you don't like each other like that, you should never be friends with a woman, period. And they'll say a woman can never be friends with a man.
I think that's so corny. Only because it goes right back to what Rico said. If you like the person, they like you back, then okay. If you like the person, they don't like you back, all right, that didn't work. I don't think there's anything wrong with being friends with that person. Now, if me as the person who likes the other person still continues to feel a certain way because like he doesn't like me back and I'm like, oh my God, he just doesn't like me and I'm longing, that that's my problem because he was clear cut and he set his boundary. He said, girl, listen, you laugh too much, you just not it today. Okay. That's on me. That's how I feel. I can't be mad at him. He just doesn't feel the same way. So it does go right back to what Rico was saying. Either you like each other or you don't.
Yeah.
I don't think there's anything wrong with that. And I have male friends, and I know a lot of people are like, "Oh, you have male friends? Well, that's crazy because they might want to do this, they might want to do that." I don't care what they want to do as long as they respect me, and I know what I want to do. Then it's okay. Why can't I be a friend as long as it's not disrespecting me, my family, my partner, or anybody? Then why can't I be his friend? There's nothing wrong with that.
Okay.
You
What
know?
about the other thing is that, like, well, once you're in a relationship, you should not be friends with no guy friends at all, period. Or same thing for, vice versa,
I'm not that type of girl. Like my fiance he's a retired police officer, and all his friends, he has female friends, male friends. He's also a photographer. He shoots a lot of like editorials, a lot of models, and they become his connections, and they'll text him saying, "Hey, we need a photo shoot. We need this, we need that." If there's no trust, then don't be in a relationship.
Oh, damn. Hold on for a second. Let me go ahead and give it a round of applause for this one. This guy said you should not. I agree. But are they friends? I don't know if that's a question. Okay. Wait a minute. Actually, I kind of missed what you just said. You should not. I agree. And then, but are they friends? That's a question.
Let me speak to that. Let me speak to that real quick to your question M3.
Go ahead.
Hold on 1 second. Sorry.
Oh, somebody's page is going off.
My pager was going off this time. Dang, not my pager. Hold on, family. Hold on.
Let me. You got it, Mr.
Let me.
Best?
Yeah, I got this. Hold on. I'm gonna talk about this. Queen, fall back, Queen, fall back. You know what I mean. With that being said, look, at the end of the day, if you got to monitor the person that you with like a child, that is not the relationship for you. Unless you want to put up with that. Okay?
Right.
But I personally think that you shouldn't. Okay? You should be able to be in a relationship with somebody that you don't got to monitor. I got to monitor you like a kid, and I might as well open me up a daycare. But that's like a 24-hour damn job. I got to monitor you like a child. You know what I mean? Oh, I'm struggle streaming.
Yeah, that's
I'm struggle
too
streaming.
much.
Okay, I'm back. You know what I mean? Yeah, I got to. If I got to monitor you like a child, I might as well open up a daycare.
Yeah,
Okay?
that's too much.
I'm not monitoring no grown people. Like you're saying, this is too much. I'm not monitoring no grown
It
people.
is, and that's very
Like
stressful.
a child.
It's very stressful.
Yeah.
Wondering like, oh, what are they doing? Who they talking to? Who they texting? Oh, his phone went off. I wonder who that is. That's way too much. If you have to do all of that, honey, just be by yourself. Be single. Don't give yourself all that stress.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hear you on that
So
one.
that's the thing. Like I'm not going to if I'm gonna be in a relationship, I want to be in a relationship. I want to enjoy it. I want to have fun. If you step out in that relationship or you walk out of that relationship, then that lets me know that we are not supposed to be in the same. Our energy ain't supposed to match. Or if you step out and I choose to work it out with you, remember, choose. Okay, this is a choice. I choose to work it out with you or choose to walk away. Both of my choices. I can do either one. If I choose to work it out with you, that's my choice. But I have the liberty to walk away. You know what I mean? Either way, I'm not monitoring you. I'm not doing that. Because the thing is, I'm trying to hold on to something that's not a blessing for me. You know what I mean? I'm putting myself in a prison because I may want you to be something. Where there's somebody out there that's going to be exactly what I'm looking for, if not more.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it's called, and people call that the scarcity mindset. And that's true, but it's really an insecure mindset. I'm not secure enough that I can find something better. So I'm settling,
right?
You know what I mean, for something that's not worthy of my energy or my time. Y'all ever sat with somebody, right? And you're like, yo, I'm wasting my time chilling with this person right now. Like, why am I here? Like, this ain't fun. Our energies ain't matching. I need to get up out of here. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
You know, you ain't trying to be rude, but you're like, yeah, this ain't rocking. We're not on the same wavelength right now. You want to be where you at? I want to be where I'm at. I ain't got no problem with you, but we shouldn't mix because we don't mix well. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. Listen, if you got to monitor somebody like a kid, you don't need to be in a relationship. But like I said, that's my perspective. Y'all grown, y'all do what y'all want. Brother Rico or Michelle, go ahead. Either one.
Well,
He told y'all.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, 2 snaps in a spin, honey. No, I'm joking.
No.
I'll just hop in for a quick minute to say that what the young lady said was it's facts, it's true. You shouldn't want to be in a relationship with somebody that you feel like you have to police, to use the term of her fiance, or you have to watch or you monitor. Not only do I not want to be in a relationship like that, I'm certainly not going to be in a relationship that I'm being policed for anything. For anything. Like I said, I'm happily married. I love my wife. I love everything she does. But I'm not policing her ass and she ain't policing me. Because I'm not changing nothing that I'm going to do. And if you police me, you find what you find and you deal with the outcome. I don't care. But I don't go sniffing and looking behind her because I trust and respect and believe in her and so forth. And if you can't have that level of trust and respect, that's someone that you should not have chose to partner with on a lifelong journey in the first place. But just going back to the whole dating thing, I know M3, you said that, and I still come back and I struggle with, here's the thing, I'm going to say this. And you guys, matter of fact, M3 and Mr. Best, I'm going to commit to you guys. I'm going to do an interview with you guys on Saturday. I'm going to the island because I'm going to have one of my sons there with me. And me, my son, and one of his friends, so that you guys, and I'm going to let them tell my story. They're younger than you guys. I'm telling you, in my circle, my son, he's just finishing up for his master's, and I think in next May he'll be finished. It's a shame. I got 5 sons. Hell, I don't know their ages. I can't remember them. Oh, seriously, I don't. I don't even know the oldest to the youngest. I know the ranges. 25 to 35-ish. I know their birthdays, but I don't know their ages. Should, but I don't. I'm a dad. When you become a dad, you're gonna forget your fucking kids' age.
Nothing wrong with that. Listen, it happens.
We do.
It's fine.
And that's why I love women, and particularly black women, because I'm like, moms never forget. And I'm like, shut the fuck up. We
So
forget
true.
our birthdays.
So
We
true.
forget our anniversaries. We forget all kinds of stuff. It's just true. We love them, but I just forget. So what I'm saying is, they're in their 20s. So I'm saying is, I know young black men in their mid-20s to early 30s, and they don't think like these guys. So I would tell any woman that if you are dating a man in the manosphere, stop. Don't. They're just not in the right space or right
Rico,
frame.
Rico, hold on, Rico.
Yes,
Somebody
sir.
got something to say to you. They want to say something
Just
to you, so I'm gonna
fire.
bring them on. I don't mean to take over your interview, Michelle, but this is gonna be real quick.
Oh, please. This is stop.
Queen, you got 1 minute.
She's right.
Hey, put my timer back up. That ain't right.
Make it quick. You got 1 minute left. The more you talking,
Rico, why you
Yes,
went out
ma'am.
early, man? I was ready for your show. And then I go and I was like, it ended. You supposed to be live. Queen's supposed to be on that show. Man, you can't be doing that to a sister.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I apologize, Queen.
It's all
My
good.
queen.
It's all good.
My queen, I
I'm gonna let it
apologize.
go. I'm gonna
30
let it go this
seconds.
time. But you got my Southside Jamaica Queens coming out. And you know all coming out. Okay? Like Nicki Minaj said,
Yes.
Southside raised me. I'm still hood.
Hey, stop quoting that woman, please.
10 seconds.
Okay, bye.
She get my 30 seconds. Keep going. You got another 30.
No, you good.
No. It's all
Time
good.
is up.
Yeah, whatever.
All right, Queen.
No, oh man. Why you pull it down? Pull it back up. But look, what I'm saying is, only thing I was saying is, I'm gonna preface this there. I don't think it's all the young folk. It's not all of them. If there is a segment of young folk, as you said, M3, that think that craziness, and I think I was saying it earlier on our show with Mr. Marcus, where he was talking about, oh, these women, they want ready-made lottery. I'm like, you got to stop painting. So, Michelle, are you looking for a lottery man? oh, I'm gonna meet my man. He just got it completely made, and we don't have to do nothing together.
Right. We ain't I can't struggle. So he
Right.
can't. Yeah, that's not
It's
realistic.
crazy. And that's what I'm trying to
Right.
say is I'm trying to
Mhm.
tell these young men, like, look, just because the loudest voices say the most stupidest shit, it's not speaking for everybody. It's not even speaking for the majority. It's speaking
Mhm.
for a small sliver or slice. So if for example, Brittany Renner spoke to you, she's speaking for you and her. That's it. She ain't speaking for no damn body else. Oh yeah, that works for her. She knows she can bag another sucker because they looking for it. They checking for her. But I'm like, the average young black woman don't think they're gonna get what Brittany Renner or any of these other celebrities. So if you guys have got to stop, and we spoke about it, you gotta stop taking the narrative of these celebrity women and painting all black women any more than we can take this. Again, as I said earlier, y'all don't say nothing about these rappers out here wearing chokers around their neck or nail polish or lipstick. You're not going to sit there and let their image paint all black men. So why do you take the outliers for black women and let that paint the narrative that all black women are a certain way? It's unfair. I know that these things exist, but that I ain't never seen. I'm still out in these streets. I ain't never seen this shit. So I'm like, where the fuck are y'all guys hanging at? Where
What club y'all going to?
Where I swear I am scouring the world to see where this exists in real life, that this is the norm. This is the norm for black women. It's not the norm. It exists. Yes, you have the Kardashianization or whatever the hell you want to call it, of a certain sliver, just like we have. I'm like, they all, everybody's favorite YouTuber, KS. He just dropped a video with fucking Future. Are you serious?
No, he didn't.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
Yeah, that joint is fire. That joint
Yes,
is
he
fire.
did.
Really?
I seen it today. It's
But
fire.
I'm like, wait a minute.
Was it the whole video this
No,
time?
it was a 1 minute
Okay,
It's a trailer. Yeah, it's a trailer.
Okay.
It's fire though.
But I'm like, wait a minute. He went from talking about Pookie to working with fucking Pookie.
Whoa.
Wait. Okay, hold on. I'm
I'm
gonna do a video about Kevin Samuels, like probably like maybe next week or something, right?
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
That's where we've come. So I'm like, wait a minute. So he went from talking about Pookie, and this motherfucker got about 28 kids or some shit, right? So,
He does.
right, but
Yo, he's supporting all of them though. He's supporting all of them.
You were just last week talking about the guy in Memphis, the three guys in Memphis that got 87 kids. One of them named Future.
Oh wait.
But now you doing a fucking video with him. Knock it off.
Wow.
No, I'm not making this up. Am I making this up, folks?
Nah, look, Future's populating the land. You know what I'm saying?
And
yes, it's live. Yes, it's live. And if you would like to
never
come
had
up
a
and
problem
join,
with you, but I ain't made a living. I ain't ate off of making videos disparaging him either.
Rika, hold on one second. Somebody has something to say to you real quick.
Yes.
Then in the comments, Mr. Rucker says that you are wrong again. What do you mean, Mr. Rucker? Please explain.
Leave my stepson alone. I ain't naming his ass in the wheel. Until I name him in the wheel, he gonna keep trolling me.
That's
my boy.
Hey, this is the first time Mrs. Ruggers ever said something without mentioning a prenup first.
Right.
Yeah, that is true. That is true.
Usually,
that might be a troll. Yeah.
Usually he says prenup is life or something like that.
Prenup first. I ain't seen no prenup, so I'm like,
let me tell y'all. I know how me and Rucker roll. Rucker think he warming up to me. I'm gonna leave him my Jordans and my PS3.
Oh snap! You said the PS3.
Damn.
2 generations.
What's up,
you took it way back.
Yellow, what's going down? What's going down?
Hey, Yellow.
Yeah, Rucker Duck, my guy. He's my guy. He be busting my ass, but that's my brother. I love him. He does.
Hold on, let me reply to Gab. He says, well, he or she says, how are my black brothers and sisters doing? We
We're
are
doing good.
doing
We're doing good.
fine, pleasant.
Chilling.
We're having a good conversation with it's Michelle. Okay,
Hello.
Wait,
or
Mr. Rucker said
mhm.
it. He said it. Mr. Rucker said it.
What?
Prenup for life. We see you, Mr.
Oh,
Rucker.
prenup for life.
Yeah.
But I only said all I
Mm-hmm.
said, sister, because again, I'm trying to give you back hope and M3 that
Yeah.
what you said is right about how the narrative and what you guys see and what you guys feel. But I want you
Mhm.
guys to know that it's in small spaces that these negativities exist. If you get out furthermore into the wide open world, you're going to see that, and especially for us, people who look like us, ADOS, FBA, whatever the fuck you want to call yourself in Black Flags, Negro, nigger, African American, Black, colored, and every fucking thing else that they want to label us.
Oh, God.
Because all of us, I like I said, my birth certificate say Negro. I'm that old. I'm that
Oh,
old.
dang.
Negro. Yeah. That's on government documents. Negro,
Wow.
colored.
Yeah.
That's on government documents.
Let me speak to this. Let me
Oh,
speak to
wow.
this real quick, Rico. Let me speak to this
Go
real
ahead,
quick.
Mr.
Listen, chat, okay? I don't mind y'all saying whatever you got to say in the chat, but please do not make any racist comments, any sexist comments. Let's keep that to a minimum, all right? We accept all races, all genders, all walks of life, okay? Keep it respectful. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, Mr. Besserell, because I was going to address that, but go ahead.
Okay, and I ain't watching the chat. I only say that because at the beginning, like these are all the iterations of the names. And I was watching the stream today, and I was like, "What the fuck is ADOS and FBA?" I'm trying to catch up. I'm seriously. I know what they say they are: foundational Black American, African descendants of slaves. And I'm like, okay, shit. To me, it sounds like the same thing. I don't know. I'm honest to God. I'm not trying to make light of it, but I'm like, I don't know. It's confusing as hell, and all these different camps and Tariq Nasheed, blah blah. I ain't going down that lane, but trying to keep up with it. So I'm like, for all the iterations, what I'm trying to tell you is, however you identify, whatever camp you're in, if you go out in the world, you will see that there is far more positivity within us and about us. Then don't despair and think, oh, all these 304s. I'm like, the most. Stop thinking all Black women are 304s. That's bullshit. We can just start with that. It took me forever to figure out what a 304 was.
I don't even know what a 304 is.
I thought it was a real area code. I was looking for this shit. And I'm pissed till somebody tell me, oh, put it in a pager and turn it upside down. I'm like, I hate you motherfuckers.
Yeah,
I just like,
right.
I thought it was a real area code. I was like, where is area code 304? And somebody told me, oh, you turn it upside down, it says ho. I'm like, y'all are just stupid. Do this, right? Up until this week, I did not know what 304 was.
I mean, I just found out.
Well,
damn.
Am I making it up, Mr. Best? Am I making it up, Mr. M3?
No, you're not. You're not making it up. You're not making it up.
But I didn't know. So what I'm saying is, because it's out there in the ether, I hate the fact that now so many young men will come into here. Okay, Yellow, I hate you.
He beat me to it. Because I was like, all I know how to spell is boob.
Right.
Right. Rico, we're gonna give you 2 minutes, all right?
Okay, I'm done. All I'm saying is don't accept the fact that all Black women are 304s or whatever the other words y'all want to use. Because I'm gonna fight your ass on it. I'm gonna fight. I don't even think the majority of them are. I'm like, yeah, we got some 304s. But if you take it higher than 10%, I see your ass outside. End of discussion. But that's some bullshit.
Damn.
I'm done with it. I'm not accepting it. You're not gonna do that to my sister. You're not gonna do that shit. And we gotta fucking go to fisticuffs. Fuck that bullshit.
Uh-oh.
I'm not accepting that because there's 304s everywhere. And you're not gonna paint all of mine as 304s. That's bullshit. It's wrong. They're gonna do what they gotta do to survive. And you're not gonna fuck over me and mine and my mama and my family and my sisters and nobody else trying to disparage it. I see you out back. Let's go, nigga. Let's go.
Rico, I got a question.
What in the world?
Rico is on fire.
No,
Rico came and brought the violence.
That's just wrong to do that to us, and I don't accept that. It's wrong. I'm not going to.
Rico, I do have a quick question to ask you. Right? Can a man be a 304?
Hell yeah, I'm a 304.
Stop.
Yes, absolutely. And there are more male 304s than female 304s.
Okay, we're gonna save that question for Michelle right after the Well, actually, you got 10 seconds left anyway, so.
I'm done.
But all right, Rico, thank you for tuning in. We appreciate you, my brother. All right.
Sorry, thank you. Have a great night.
Bye,
all right, Rico.
My brother. All right, peace. All right. Well, and Yell says, I am for the streets. Well, Michelle, right? You heard it all, right, from Mr. Rico. What do you think about men being 304s?
I don't know. I can't. So a man can't. A hoe? I don't know. I mean, I guess that would mean that like he sleeps around, he jumps from like woman to woman. That's. I mean, I guess I don't. That's weird. I can't picture calling a guy a hoe. like that just doesn't sound right. It's like put it in a sentence.
I mean, like, cause see, like the thing is, in society and realistic society, yes. Realistic advice, come up here too, though. Rep your girl, just Kyra. Where you at, girl? Right? But anyways, cause see, the thing is, men are usually praised for being 304s, but we don't even really call each other hoes.
Right, but that's what I mean. Like, I understand that. Right. Like, I wouldn't necessarily call, like, I don't know. Oh, shut up, hoe. It's like, excuse men. So and you're right. Men typically do get praised, and then women, when they do the same thing, they're the hoes. So I guess maybe just throw them all in the same pot. Everybody a hoe. I don't know. It's just so weird.
And we got somebody exclusive up here, okay? Let me tell you something. Before I bring her up, I'm gonna give her a proper introduction, because this is family right here, for real. And she knows she's family. You know what I mean? And she gonna bring that Louisiana flavor, baby. Okay,
ooh, baby,
she gonna, baby, child.
Ooh, child.
Wait, real quick, right before you bring her up there.
Yeah.
Right. If you want to see this person up here, I want you to put their lipstick emoji up there. Come on now.
Come on, y'all.
See it all.
Yeah.
Show me the lips. That's right. I said, show me the lipstick emoji. Okay.
It's the one and only. It's the one and only. The one and only. The red lipstick vibe herself, man. This is who she is. Her content is crazy, and she always seeing something.
Oh, she sure is.
She always seeing something. Let me bring in my sister, Miss Ty.
Let's go ahead and give her a round of applause.
Yeah. What's up, my people? Hey, little sis, rocking it out tonight.
Salutes to you, Miss Ty. How you doing?
Thank you. What's good? I'm enjoying the show. Y'all being really nice to my girl. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Y'all don't want to get
beat. She's from the Bronx, so of course not. I ain't trying to get stumped like Young Buck, in that song.
Boy.
Okay. No. But I'm enjoying the interview. She's doing so good. I'm so proud, like a proud mama.
Thank you.
Oh, yay. Right.
So, Miss Ty, what is there anything you want to add to the conversation? Anything you want to ask Michelle? You probably don't ask her all this stuff anyway. Behind the scenes, I probably talk all the time. But if there's anything you want to ask or anything you want to add to the conversation, anything at all, because we here. You know what I mean? Your family, so we listen.
Since because me and her, we already know each other, so I don't gotta ask,
Right.
So I'm just going to ask the general question. So I've been searching, in the YouTube streets, and I saw something.
Oh.
So
Uh
I
oh.
want to ask you, how do you feel about? Um, do you feel that sisterhood is no longer a thing, or because I hear a lot of people talking about, having a sisterhood. There's no sisterhood, or they do have a sisterhood. Um, do you feel like women now it's even harder to have genuine connections with women?
I think so because everything is a competition today.
Hmm.
Everything is a competition. You don't have like I mean, you do have some women who support women, but then, it's that backhanded support where it's like, oh, yes, girl, do your thing. And then they talking to all your other friends about you. And you're just like, girl, why? Like, what's going on?
Hmm.
And I feel it's because it's competition. Everybody, a lot of these women today feel like everything is a competition. Oh, I got to have bigger butt than
Yeah.
you. He likes you. Well, he's going to like me more than he likes you. Like, everything is a competition.
Hmm. Yeah.
Just Kaya,
Um.
forgive me for asking this, but I actually missed your question. What was the question again?
I think she was talking about Miss Ty's question.
What's
I
time?
think she was saying my question was a good
Right.
question.
Kaya,
Mhm.
I just sent Kaya a little care package. Kaya, please accept my care package. Please accept my care package, Kaya. That's all I'm gonna say.
That sounds a little frisky.
No, I don't. No, no,
Oh,
no, 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 no,
I'm
no.
just
That's family
playing.
right there.
I'm just playing. I'm just playing.
Why you trying to start,
I
Michelle?
know, I know, I know. I'm just playing. I'm just
What in the
playing.
world? I've never seen this side of you. Who is this?
I'm so sorry. I'm just playing.
Oh my
Um,
God!
That was a good
I
okay.
am
voice,
so
actually.
The
Huh?
reason
I
why,
am
Yeah.
so
hold
appalled.
on, 84. You know why she acted like that? Because I rub off on her when I come around.
Uh
Mhm. She's
oh.
sending me the vibe. She's sending me the
Uh
vibe.
oh.
Come on, Red Lip Lip vibes. You know, Michelle was a good girl, and now it's like you corrupted her.
She's
Come
corrupted you,
on, girl.
Yeah.
Michelle. You corrupted.
Yeah.
Oh no. Oh my God. But no. But yeah. Kaya.
Okay.
Yes. Check your phone, Kaya. Check your phone. Okay, sister. Thank you. Please check your phone.
Hey,
So
y'all
getting
better
back
not
to
be
the
arguing
sisterhood
like
thing.
in the backstage. Go ahead. Sorry.
I
Go
know,
ahead.
right?
Yeah.
Getting back to the sisterhood thing, Michelle. So do you have a lot of girlfriends?
I don't. My circle is real. I mean, other than you girls now, which I feel like everything happens for a reason because I was
Mhm.
mostly a loner. I have like maybe two friends that I consider really close. Like if we would take a trip together, like if our husbands would meet and we would all hang out in events. I really have like two. So I don't really consider
Yeah.
that. I mean, I guess it is a sisterhood. It's just very tiny.
Mhm.
um
Yeah,
yeah,
mine too, child. I don't do
right?
humans. Hmm.
Right. Listen, sometimes humanoids they're a little too funny for
I don't do
me.
humans.
Oh Lord.
Yeah, and I do like it. I like keeping my circle small. I really do.
Hmm.
But that's just who I've always
So,
been. So,
Mhm.
mhm. So
Okay.
since you've been podcasting, have
mhm.
you encountered dry hate from other sisters in the podcast community?
I haven't. Not yet, at least. I haven't. I've
Yeah, keep,
actually
keep keep
encountered
being
hate.
around me. You will.
I've actually encountered like weird questions from people who I would say have known me. They're like, "Oh, well, why are you doing this? Oh, well,
Hmm.
how much money does it bring you? Why are you in my pockets?
Yeah,
Hey,
Why
that's
pockets
does
that's
it
make
why
right.
no
does it
Hey,
sense.
right? Why does it matter? What if I'm making no money? What does that make you happy? But what if I'm not doing this for the money or for fame or whatever it is people think? Because that's another thing I
yeah,
realized. Everybody's like, "Oh, you podcast? Oh, so like you want to be famous?" It's like, what? No, I just want to have my voice heard. What's the problem? It's just
yeah,
flawed views.
Mhm.
yeah. So I heard that you said you want to get into the YouTube thing,
Hmm.
and I always say, me and the other ladies we're talking like you have to have thick skin when you get into the YouTube space
Oh, I know.
because it's it can be dog eat dog. sometimes, especially you have like people in the chat and
Hold on,
they
Miss
don't like
Ty.
what you
Hold on, Miss Ty.
say.
And they're nasty and
Miss
say
Ty
mean things.
and
Yeah,
Michelle, hold on.
yeah.
Hold on, my beautiful queens. Hold on.
Mhm.
Uh-oh.
Let's give this woman a proper introduction.
I
Go ahead,
gotta
Miss
bring
Oh,
Miss.
look
boy.
this woman
What?
here. This woman here is a fire starter. Okay, she a fire starter. Let me tell you something. When she come in, you better be ready. Okay, I don't care if you're a man or woman. You better be ready because she coming through. Okay, she gonna let you know what it is, how it is, and where it is. And you better be ready. And she's the only person that can do that. Okay, I'm gonna bring up my wonderful, wonderful family right here. The immaculate, the beautiful. We got
The
just
Nighthawk is best.
Kaya.
Stop.
Hey, she said stop. Hey,
Hey.
Hi guys. I ran
hey,
in here.
Kaya.
I was doing wifely dude. Well, I'm not a wife. Well, I am a wife, but anywho,
We get what you were saying. We know what you were
I
saying.
was cleaning up. I'm literally in the kitchen. I ran in here, hooked up the camera. Only for my ladies in 84 and M3 will I do all of this for running in here. I ain't even got a bra on.
Girl, I was gonna say you
What in
looking
the
real
world?
fine. You looking so
Oh
cute.
my God.
She's like,
Oh,
she's like, oh, I'm so
Little
I'm so
Supremo.
tired.
look. She's like,
yes.
oh my God, look
Right.
at her.
But I'm enjoying the conversation, and I couldn't resist the invitation. And especially when Lips came up here, she doesn't just come up for anybody. So I had to come up
Yes.
as well and support
Thank
Michelle,
you.
Melissa, Michelle, and and Lips.
Melissa.
Yeah.
Hold on,
Now,
shout outs again to Primo. Thank you for tuning
Primo,
in to
thank you
Nosh
for
Hi,
coming in,
Relations. He
Primo.
says
brother.
salute to the kings and
Hello.
queens. Okay,
Yes,
just Kai, I gotta
yes.
ask you a question, right?
Yeah.
Uh
So
oh.
what's up with the nickname Lips, though?
But see, okay, multiple things. Okay. So for Lips, okay, I'm gonna tell my little secrets, and I'm surprised you guys haven't figured it out. I'm bad with names. I'm bad remembering people. So what stands out to me, that's what I name you. I call you like 84. Everybody call him 84 now because I don't even
Yeah,
know.
yeah.
She did start that. Yes, you
Yes.
did.
That's where I
Like
got
that,
it from. I got it
everybody,
from Kaya.
all these lazy people call me
Kaya, I'm gonna
84.
make a T-shirt, and when I make that T-shirt, I'm giving you some proceeds. All right. Every T-shirt I sell, you getting like half of that for
I
real.
call him 84 to everybody, but and then with Lips, I kept messing up red lipstick, but I would call it divas. I would call it lipstick. I don't do no, and I would mess it up. But it's crazy.
Wait, so realistic vibes is Lips?
That's Lips.
Yeah.
Yes, that's lit.
I thought you was called. No, okay. Forgive me, but I thought you was calling Michelle Lips.
No. Red lipstick is Lips. And for whatever reason, once I start calling her Lips, I can remember her name, the name of the show, Red Lipstick's Vibe. I don't know what, but I do that with everyone. Like my whole life growing up. I give nicknames. Some people don't like it, but okay, I won't give you a nickname. I won't remember you.
Exactly.
Well, look, I'm glad you remember my name.
I don't mind at all.
So back to before we get back to the conversation, ladies. When we end the stream, I want y'all to stick around for a little bit because I think business wise, I think y'all got something special. You know what I mean? And it's just something I think y'all should. Miss Ty, it's something you got to do on your network with the three of y'all. Like, well, I know it's more. Shout out to Q. I gotta give a shout out to Q. Pillow Talk. Yo, that's my family right there.
That's big little
She
sis.
said
But the
yes.
great thing, and I'm sorry to cut you off, but the great thing is, it is all because of Lips. She brought us all together. She did this single-handedly. She saw whatever she saw in each and every one of us. And it's such a vibe, a glue, like from the minute of hello. As soon as I seen Michelle, I was like, hey girl, hey. We both showed up on the show at the same time. We both had on red lipstick.
Yes.
And I never wear it.
Right.
And it's been on ever since. And it's all because of Lips. She's done it from the very beginning. And with Q and Sharice. And it's it's amazing. It's a good feeling. And then with the question earlier that you asked, that Lips asked about that sisterhood, or is it going astray? I think technically yes, but not here. Not here. With Lips still around, and putting an example out there, bringing us women together, and here we are as a union going to put that example out there. So now at that point, it's up to those ladies to look at this example and want to change them. If they don't want to, amen, keep doing what you're doing. But we are going to be the example. We are the examples.
Yes.
I gotta bring in one of the OGs real quick. You know what I'm saying? And Kai, I see you as an OG too, because you hold it down for the mature women. You do. You know what I mean? You definitely hold down for mature women. Yes. And I kind of want you. I'm kind of gonna go back to the last question we asked for you, and for Miss Ty, because I just want to see y'all perspective. I gotta ask y'all. But I gotta bring in this gentleman here. This gentleman here is a true professional. You know what I'm saying? He's a true black man.
Ooh,
you know what I mean? And he is a man that has so much wisdom. He has so much wisdom. He has so much integrity, and he really, really speaks from a place of integrity. Now he's a husband, a father, entrepreneur, and in the tech field, he is just one of the best, man. Okay, he is one of the best. I got to network with him a lot more. I got to bring in my OG. I'm gonna call him my OG, Mr. Black David, Canadian.
Hi. How you doing? How you doing?
Yes, I love me some Black David.
Hey, I'm trying to keep it as simple as possible because
never.
I'm not gonna lie. They came up from Michelle and they're talking about Joe Rogan, and I was like, oh boy, here we go with the N word.
Took it all out of you, huh?
No, it's not that it didn't take all of it. I'm just trying to figure out when the repeated cycle gonna end.
Yeah.
What repeated cycle?
Whenever a white individual in the mainstream media decide to use the N word and they got caught from their path, all of a sudden they're the hoopla. Oh my God, he did this, he did that. Then someone forgot about Justin Bieber did a song using the N word.
Yes, he did.
And nobody said nothing.
Yep.
Then they talk about how he used the word monkey. But I had to go back further. I tell you, remember, Ronald Reagan at the governor when he talking to Richard Nixon when he was the president, he was calling black people monkey too as well. I'm a Nigerian. My job was to learn what I'm living. Wherever I live, I understand the history, the concept, the mindset, and etc. I can't be in a country and be blindsided. If I was living in Japan, I had to learn their culture and everything as well. Black people need to stop being ignorant. We need to be up on our P's and Q's. We need to be highly intelligent, like the yesteryear was. Because when the black people were highly intelligent, we couldn't be touched. We couldn't say nothing to us.
Right.
But now we elevate the negative side of ourselves. All of a sudden, now you want to switch back. Like, this back and forth need to stop. It's what it is.
Yeah.
Let me get like David. I'm gonna get to number 6 for Miss Ty. Just Kaya, please come back. Just Kaya. All right, I gotta have you come back, please. So number 6, I gotta ask Miss Ty this, right?
You already asked me that when I had
we already
my
answered number 6. We're on number 7.
No, you asked me that question.
I did.
Yes, I have
I'm sorry.
almost the same questions you asked.
You were sharing your perspective on something to Michelle, and I'm sorry that we intervened. I had to bring Kaya in.
Yeah.
But yes.
So I was saying to her about the whole like she wants to get into the YouTube streets, and I was saying to her about having thick skin because people in the chat will, say crazy things, especially when people don't agree with you say. They will come for you. They will do reaction videos on you. And I just want to make sure that she is prepared for that because people dry hate all the time and they will come for you. So, so how do you, do you feel that you have thicker enough skin to deal with all the
negativity that the YouTube streets can bring?
No. Nope. Which is why I don't have
That's
a
why you got
channel.
me and Miss Q and M. We can handle the business, baby. Don't come
But
for
that's
little
why,
sis. Okay.
but that's why I don't like. I haven't. I'm not rushing into
Mhm.
anything until I feel like I'm ready. And that's why I'm so appreciative for you, because once I started doing this with you guys, with you girls, I started realizing I'm like, oh, people, wait, why are they saying
Oh
all of
yeah,
this?
baby.
And I definitely am learning from all of you women, because I feel like top tier thick skin. Let's talk about thick skin.
Mm-hmm.
It just
Mm-hmm.
rolls off y'all backs. Meanwhile, I'm like struggling in the chats. Like, all right, who am I gonna curse out now?
So hold on real quick. Hold on real quick. Black David, do you have any questions or anything you wanna ask Michelle? Any input? We're gonna give you 1 minute because I'm gonna drop you down. I'm gonna bring up two more people. I know somebody else about to come in too. I'm gonna bring up two more people.
No, I have just one advice.
Okay.
My advice to you, Michelle, have a thick skin as an African would do, because we learn how to do it. We were called all kind of names, we been put down, we make fun of, but we keep on dusting them and keep on pushing hard, because in this reality, if you're not on the YouTube street, you'll be in the real world.
Mm-hmm.
Be true to
Right.
yourself. Be honest to yourself. Don't let no one say anything about you. Stay true. Be honest. Take it like it is. Just brush it and keep it going. It's just words. They're not paying your bills, are they?
Oh, you're
Facts.
right. Yep.
God tell me you can come wherever you want. My job to make you look
Mm-hmm.
inferior to me.
Yes.
Hey,
Facts.
Yes.
Facts.
from
Yes.
experience, I had to learn how to be that way. To the point people say, "You scary. You're undercover." I said, "Why you talking about undercover? I thought you were the pushover." That's my job to make you think I'm a pushover.
That's right.
Okay.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
I appreciate you. Thank
I'm
Black
just saying.
David.
I'm
you.
just.
That's
All
I'm just
right.
that's
saying
Thank
that
you.
again.
that was a gem
Thank
right
you.
there,
And
Black
yes,
Thank
it
David.
you.
was. Yes, it
Yes.
was.
Yeah,
Thank
that
Thank
was
you,
a
you.
brother.
gem.
We appreciate you, man. You know I see you as my OG. You know what I mean?
Hey,
We Brooklynites as well, you know what I'm saying?
hey, I gotta
You
keep it
know?
simple. I gotta keep it humble. I'm not an
Yes.
egotistic
All right.
person.
Love
Yes,
it.
yes.
All
Love
right.
it.
Thank you again, Black Canadian
Thank
David. Salute
you.
to you.
Anytime.
All right, my
All
brother.
right.
All right. Um,
I'm a
hold
I'm
on.
a
I won't bring Rico up, but I'm gonna give him 1 minute real quick, okay? Maybe he might
yeah,
have something that he
Rico's
wants to say.
sticking around for a bit because I'm
Oh,
bringing up somebody else, and yeah, there's a reason why he's staying. There's a reason why he's
You
staying.
can give me 30 seconds and I'm done.
No, Rico, stay for a second.
Well,
Trust me,
I
this is
just
something I'm
want to
doing.
speak to the gentleman that just left.
Oh, you want to speak to Black
gentleman,
David?
Yes,
Black David.
because, and that's the only reason why I jumped back in, because of what he said. And I'm not speaking to him, I'm speaking to people whose thought process is like that.
Okay, we'll stay. We'll give you
Wait,
1 minute on that topic, and then I'm gonna have to drop Black David out. So I'm gonna give
right.
you 1 minute.
And I just want him to hear what I have to say.
Okay,
And
we're gonna give
again,
you one
I'm
minute.
not speaking to him specifically, I'm speaking to the thought process, because I take exception to the defense of the whole Joe Rogan bullshit. I spoke on it earlier. The issue, and I understand you have the defense of the N word, but as I said, he made a statement about take me to a Philadelphia neighborhood. I want to see the Planet of the Apes. And when he walked into a predominantly black theater, he said, I'm in the Planet of the Apes because there's no fucking white people here. Sir, he was talking about people who look like you and me. And I take exception to people who look like us excusing this bullshit all the fucking time. And that's, let me finish. That's my issue. My issue is not, Joe Rogan is a white man that's racist in America. Fucking surprised. Woo! I'm shocked and awed. No, I'm not. I'm sick and tired of people who look like us excusing this shit and twisting ourselves
10
into
seconds.
pretzels to justify it.
Okay, okay. So Black David, I'm gonna give you about I'm gonna give you this minute because then I
Okay.
gotta bring Kai on. So I'm gonna give you
I'm
a
gonna
quick
make it
minute.
quick. I'm gonna make it quick. I'm not
Okay.
excusing the guy. I'm not making no excuse for him whatsoever. He's not the first one who said it. The one who was in power who said it the first was Ronald Reagan when he was the governor. while Richard Nixon was the president, he called black people monkey, not only here, but also in the Africa as well. And it has been a known thing that been going on within history. People of power like to call her all kind of names. And they feel like they can get away, and they do it plenty of times. So Joe Rogan is not the only one who have done it. So I'm not making excuses. What I'm not gonna do, let it get the best of me. He not gonna get under my skin. You wanna call me a monkey? That's fine. This monkey will outdo you, make you look inferior to you. Understand? I've been calling all sorts of names. I've been calling African booty scratching, which is even worse. But what I do, I rise up to the occasion, raise the bar high, and let them know you can come wherever you want. But at the end of the day, everybody would know I'm superior than you. You are inferior to me. End of story.
Okay,
Good speech.
but sir.
Okay.
One,
Wait,
one,
hold on, guys. Oh, wait, hold on, guys.
We got to stop
real
this,
quick.
y'all. We got to stop this.
Yeah.
This will be a to be continued topic. We may
Yes.
do this for Thursday, possibly. Rico, stay. Don't go nowhere, Rico. Okay, Black David, I'm gonna have to drop you out, brother. Much love. You know I love you, man, and we definitely gonna vibe.
All right.
Okay,
Now we have-
I'm bringing Rico back in because Rico, I got somebody special as well coming up with you. You know what I mean? So yeah, Kaya's here as well. You know, so yeah, you know what I
You
mean?
probably forgot where you know me from. You know
You forgot, Rico?
that
No,
second
no,
sign.
no, Nope. I have.
He hears us. Don't
I
you?
have not forgotten the princess. I will never forget her. Never.
Ooh, okay.
Okay.
Yes.
Rico Suave, yeah.
He didn't get 5 boys for no reason.
Never before.
Shout out
Look,
to you, Tommy D.
I might forget her Tuesday,
Shout out
but
to
I'm
Tommy
not going
D.
to forget her before Monday.
There you go.
Oh wow. Okay.
Monday,
Baby,
Thursday.
once you know me, you'll never forget me.
No,
That's
you
me.
can never.
Okay.
Well.
Shoo.
I'm just
Wow.
Me and Arshonda
Birds
had
of a
this
feather
conversation.
flock together, baby.
There's
Okay.
saying. That part.
There's no forgetting Kaya. Never.
Thank
Never.
God.
Yeah.
So the topic at hand we talking about, yeah. I know Miss Ty was talking about like sisterhood and things of that nature. You know what I'm saying? And just people coming together. So Miss Ty, keep going, and you could give the question to Kaya. Rico, you could kind of talk about how black women could be more united, or we could be more united, or just a little bit of both, somewhat, or we could just kind of have like a free flowing conversation. So yeah, go ahead, Miss Ty.
Well, don't forget, we also have like the last question, which is the number 7. So it's
Yeah, we
not
got the
like-
number 7
like
question
that.
coming up real soon. Right after
Yeah.
Miss Ty make a speech.
Well, I was asking Michelle her views on sisterhood today, and Kaya, we talked about this earlier tonight, and a lot of in these spaces, when I'm like searching YouTube and Instagram or whatever, a lot of women are saying that there is no sisterhood amongst us anymore. Michelle, she's already answered that question. So I'm posing that question to you, Kaya. Do you feel that, that the sisterhood is gone? Women can no longer, come together to make things better for us as women, so we can stop hearing women ain't this and women ain't that kind of thing. I'm so over that conversation.
Oh. Well, Lips, that is 2 foes, because on your channel for the first time ever, I announced it that I will no longer blindly defend women.
Sure did.
That you brought. I see something. Yeah, you showed me, and but even with that said, there is hope. I still rock with our sisters, meaning Black women, Latino women, Afro Latino. I think that's what we said yesterday. But I'm there. However, I won't blindly do it. Okay, so getting to your question, and I'm gonna go back to what I was saying. It's because of Miss Ty, Red Lipstick Vibes. She saw something in each of us women, and we're all in different spots. But because of where she rocks, where you rock, Miss Ty, and hang out at, you've seen something in each one of us, and you form, or maybe continue to form. We don't need nobody else. I'm the jealous type.
Kaya said that before. She's like, I'm jealous.
I'm protective. I'm jealous. No, because I don't have to beat nobody up, you know. And then we got you. Y'all want us free. No, okay. But whatever you saw and you brought us together, it is a beautiful thing. Beautiful thing. Like I was telling you earlier, we was just talking on the phone, and I was expressing to her that this has restored. If I ever had, I don't even know if I ever really truly believed in friendship or that word friend or what it looks like, because people throw it out there so much. It's so diluted. Right. And then I remember when Facebook first started getting that, my kids like, oh, that's my friend. I said, they ain't your damn friend. You don't even know them. What are you talking about, your friend? When they hear the word friend, they jump now as much as I was getting on them about it. But, you know, so yes, it has been restored in me, or maybe for the first time, because I see this. And it wasn't like, it didn't take no time. It didn't take them doing nothing for me personally. It didn't even take them telling me anything about myself, like pumping up my head or whatever. It is such an authentic, natural sisterhood. I mean, I can't even find another friendship. And who I'm talking about? I'm talking about Miss Ty. I'm talking about me, Michelle, aka Melissa. I'm talking about Cherise. I'm talking about she said
April. She said.
Yeah. You haven't given them nicknames yet. You see, I'm straight. You see how my sister got my back right off the top. She already know, okay, they ain't got nicknames. I know she ain't gonna get it. Let's get this smooth. But that's what I'm talking about. So I genuinely, I said it last night or this morning on my live. They are stuck with me. I came in, you know, I'm here. Y'all three, nah, we like 5 or 6 now. Nah, y'all all brown. Okay, I'm brown too. You want me brown or wait till June? Let them see me get browner. My black brown people. You know? I can't. But I'm here. Oh yeah, Michelle gonna join me. You know, we all gonna mix up all brown black sisterhood and show y'all. You know, and no, we're not in competition. We'll never be in competition. What they say, like that crab in the barrel, and I just learned that they put. No, you know, we're gonna use that same scenario, but what we gonna do? The one supposedly a little bit shorter, like I'm 5'1", one a little bit short. We're gonna climb and use each other to get to the top, because we're supporting each other. We're not pulling each other down. We're here to uplift, encourage, and show you, and not for you, it's for us, because ultimately it helps us. It makes us stronger. But in the midst of us doing this, we're going to share this with you guys. We're going to show you what it looks like, you know, and be that example. And you can say what you want. We're all different. We all love each other, and it's all good. But we all got some thick skin now. However, be careful with my shit, because it's a few mouths here. Lips might not say nothing, but see, she don't need to. She got cute. I don't need to.
Yeah. That's my alter ego.
Don't let Cherise get here, okay? Michelle, aka Melissa, might leave. Baby, no. She's our secret weapon, okay?
Okay.
So yes, I believe. Okay, M3. You asked me. Come up here. Give me a moment. Okay. So the answer.
You done got us started now, baby.
I ain't talked all day. I've been clean. I've been doing wifely duties. Wait for my husband. We ain't married yet, but I'm waiting for him to the house get clean. I cook and fed my kids. I was minding my business, enjoying the chat. I was invited, so here I is. Okay, so one more thing though, seriously. One more thing. I do believe in sisterhood now. You know, giving credit to Red Lipstick. And I do think there's hope, but the individual has to want it. And before they even want it, they have to go take a good look in the mirror and know who they are first. Okay, I'm done.
Yep.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah, that part.
Honey.
Man, just Kaya, she was cooking, man. You know.
Okay, yes. And you know, I just have to say that, I see so many women like going at each other all the time. And one thing I think, I'm religious, so I would say I thank God that He's giving me discernment, and I feel people's energy, and my circle is real small. If you're not on my vibe, on my vibration, I don't got time for you. Okay.
That's right.
And I just wanted to be able to show women that we can have a panel of women from different stages of life, different opinions, because for example, I'm the quote unquote pygmy. I'm the traditional one, and then we got the modern one, we got the half modern, half traditional one, and then we got the married one.
That's a hybrid one. I didn't know that.
I mean, we got it all, and the fact
don't forget Coach.
Yeah, Coach. And we got the Coach polygamy. What she do? She's a polygamist, right? Yeah. She's a polygamist. So look, we got a whole melting pot over there. Okay,
that's right. Mm-hmm.
And the fact that we can agree and disagree and still love each other at the end of the day. That's just the hood right there. I mean, we can hold each other accountable all the time and still love each other.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I'm trying to build something like how you men do. Y'all can fight about something and then go back and sit down and drink a beer. So I'm trying to get the ladies to be just like that. Fight for a minute and then be like, girl, come on, let's go get our nails done.
Yeah, girl, yeah. Let's go get Maddie's and Fetties.
Exactly. Yeah. It's possible. You just have to be with the right people.
The right people.
Not everybody can join this journey now.
Well, y'all, you ladies are definitely learning from us, and I applaud y'all for that. But before we continue this conversation, go ahead, Mr. Best in the World.
Thank you.
You better get at this stuff.
Let me tell you something. When you talk about somebody who's direct, this sister right here is direct, yo. She don't play no games, all right? She out here doing her thing in the social media streets. Yo, she even got the reality TV streets on fire and on lock. Y'all don't even. Yeah. You know me. I be doing my networking. I earn my name. I be earning my name. Y'all already know. But I gotta bring her up. Because she go about one syllable, but yo, that one syllable she got, you know what I mean? And what she talking about, yo, y'all better be ready for the sister I'm about to bring up, all right? And if you ain't ready, you gonna get ready. All right? I'm bringing up the wonderful, immaculate, my sister, my family, Q, Pillow Talk with the podcast.
Hey, what's going on? Hey, what's going on, you guys? What's going on?
Put you up in the middle real quick.
I'm sorry.
Much. Salute to you. I said nothing much. Sis, salute to you. Thank you for joining in.
No problem. Absolutely. Thank you. It's an honor to actually be wanting to be joined, So definitely I'm here. Whenever I can, I'm definitely here.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, definitely. Thank you.
Now, Q's the one that would be amazing to chime in on that sisterhood possibility question. Yeah. She's amazing at articulating things. We all might be saying the same thing, but it is said in so many different ways, and it's going to give the opportunity to reach so many people. So that's what I would say. Go on, Q.
So what?
Break it down for us.
Oh,
okay.
What is the sisterhood, basically?
What is the sisterhood? What?
Well, let Ty ask her in her special way, because then she can pull a little bit more extra out of Q.
That's right, child.
Oh, okay. Let me go ahead and fall back.
You know what? 84. 84, you about to get it. Okay, stop.
I'm a genius.
I hear you putting that shade in there. You stop picking at my accent.
No, I ain't putting no shade. You know, we got those. You already know that.
You better watch it now. Q up here. Don't have us get straight.
Okay. I mean,
hey, I'm
trying to get the whole crew. I'm working on it.
Okay. So look,
look, I don't forgot. Okay, so the question was about sisterhood. So I was asking the ladies, do they believe that sisterhood is dead? And just put their input about sisterhood, especially amongst us, beautiful brown, light caramel and chocolate women.
Right.
Got you. Well, in my opinion, as you guys see that I'm on a cast full of black and brown women. So my thing, I don't believe that sisterhood is dead. What I believe is that it's very lack of the motivation that many women choose the drive and have the motivation to end up keeping and having sister and sisterhood. Because as with me and Sharice and Ty, we have amazing sisterhood and bond. As my cast members of my soul sisters, we have amazing sisterhood and bond, as well as many other women I'm in sisterhood shit with. So it's not the fact of that is dead. It's just the fact of the lack of motivation that a lot of women, they go to work, it comes to my mind, competition. Who are we competing? Because at the end of the day, why can't we naturally, organically, and genuinely be happy for one another? At the end of the day, all my sister's success is my success. So at the end of the day, why I'm getting upset and mad about that and looking at the fact of what she doing? No, because if I did want to know what she's doing, it's for me to use my education and my knowledge and my motivation and move my feet and my ass to sit there and go towards her and say, and tap her on the shoulder and say, hey sis, how you did that? Can you educate me? Can you tell me? Can you, and again, networking again. So I don't think that is there. I think what it is very lax of the motivation that many women choose not to really want to, put motivation behind it because of competition and jealousy and envy and a lot of fucking underlying hate.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's what I feel like. That's what it is. And again, I just feel like a lot of things that, me, Ty, Sharice, Bond, and and other women soul sister cast member, I feel like I hope that we actually show and be the exemplary of that. Yeah, you can love each other. Me and Sharice and Ty, we don't always fucking agree. We disagree. We agree to disagree,
That's
but
for
we still
sure.
love each other.
Lord have mercy.
We do
I be
not.
want to do
We
my
are the
7
complete.
seconds choke.
Yes, we are the complete opposite.
I want my 7 seconds.
7 seconds.
Polo, yeah.
Polo.
We are the complete opposites, but at the same time, what they say, opposites attract. And at the same time, I don't think I want somebody like me. I need somebody that's going to balance me. So no, it's not dead. It's just the lack of motivation of these women out here.
Yeah.
Speaking of that, we about to dig. Okay, go ahead, Mister. I'm sorry.
Do you think that being the women that you choose to be in your sisterhood has to be on the same path or purpose? Does it have to be something? Yeah, okay.
Absolutely. You have to be, because again, I talk about that during even in my show or even on the press tour. I found my tribes. At the end of the day, that's what a lot of women looking for. And of course, I understand a lot of women who DM me, they end up telling me, damn, Q, how you guys find each other? Again, it comes with being like-minded individuals on the same purpose, mission, and goal. The drive can't be lack. It can't, because it's like my sister ain't gonna understand me if her drive is lack. But if her drive is lack, it's for my drive to hopefully give her that fuel to gas her up,
exactly,
to start to motivate her, her vehicle, and start to move her whole, her organization. But if we doing all that and she still lack, then it's not the fact of she's looking for a tribe. What it is, she need personal development and help.
That part.
That part. I agree.
Yep.
Yeah.
84, you can
I think
say
this just dropped out. I think Rico said in the back that he had a question. You ready,
Yes,
Rico?
brother Rico does have a question. So I'm gonna get to Brother Rico's question, then I'm gonna get to the last question, and then we're gonna go home. We're gonna, you know what I mean? We're gonna pay these bills, we're gonna go home. But Brother Rico, what's going on? What's your question?
No, I mean, my question, I just wanted to ask the ladies in particular, because I'm a little bit, I guess maybe I come to these spaces from YouTube, but I also come to the YouTube spaces from the real world. So I hear YouTube conversations that I don't hear exist in the real world. So my question is so even when I hear about the question about sisterhood, and I'm a woman, so I don't know. I'm like, who's speaking this narrative into you guys to question the sisterhood? Because the women I deal with in the real world, they're solid in their sisterhood. You know, like I have 2 adult daughters, and I teach them a certain way and a certain perspective. And I hear questions in the YouTube world that, you know, whether it's about Black people, Black couples, Black women, Black men, that I don't hear anywhere else. So I'm saying is, I don't think any of you lovely ladies should ever question your sisterhood based on the nonsense that exists in the YouTube streets. Because at least from my perspective, I'm a guy. So let me be clear. I'm a guy. My perspective is a male perspective, a Black male perspective. And I'm like, I hear, you know who I hear questioning this shit? Black men. I hear them constantly pushing narratives, trying to convince you guys to feel a certain kind of way that really to create doubts in your mind about yourself that you shouldn't have in the first fucking place. And no,
in regards to the sisterhood?
About your woman. Well, maybe, and I'm like, look, and of course I've been called Panda Bear, White Knight, and everything else under the sun. I don't even understand this shit. I just think they're just fucking crazy. But if they're projecting to you, if I can project to any of you ladies, I can project to every last one of you if I got the gift of gab. And men have been doing this forever. I can spit the, hey baby, sweetie girl, blah, 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 like a pimp. And that's what pimps do. They can make you question yourself. You can question your sexuality. You can question your value. You can question everything. And all of a sudden, you get sucked into a world of believing some bullshit that I projected on you. All I'm saying is I feel like there are spaces that, because I feel like these spaces are also being created for Black men, where we take comfort in shit that's being said that's just not even true. And I'm just trying to understand why you, not you guys individually, but just the woman's space, the Black woman's space, or the space of women of color. Why do you guys even find yourself in this space? And why are you guys looking for validation outside of the sisterhood? Because if Kyla, Michelle, Q, and Todd, if it's just you four, you shouldn't give a shit what me, Mr. Best, or M3 think. The sisterhood is you four. The sisterhood is you four, and what the 3 of us think shouldn't fucking matter what I say.
Can I?
Yeah, let me let Michelle. Oh, I was gonna let Michelle answer it first though, if you guys don't mind. And then I'll let you guys answer it.
Oh, I mean, it's okay. Miss Ty can go. That's fine. Yeah.
No problem. Oh, Miss Ty?
Miss Ty's gone.
Sissy.
I can't hear her anymore.
Miss Ty, lips. Okay, well, I want until she comes back. I do want to say something to what Rico was saying, and I understand that he wasn't directing it straight to us, but just in general, the way you start is like it has nothing to do with these men. What the men are saying. Oh, there she is. Is she back? You there?
Yeah, just don't know which one. Okay, there she is. Okay, Miss Ty.
Oh yeah. I don't know what happened to my laptop. Okay, I'm here.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay.
What you was about to say, Sissy?
Oh, it's my turn?
Yeah, we was waiting for you.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So, oh no, because I thought when I clicked out, he was saying that Michelle was gonna go.
No, and I said it's fine because I know you have.
From my perspective, to answer your question, Rico, Oh, okay. To answer your question, actually, it's not just in the YouTube spaces. Like you said, you're not a woman, and so you pretty much, um, women have had this problem for a minute. I don't know if you ever heard women say, "I don't have female friends. I'd rather have male friends," because I don't, and it's not just because of skin color or race or whatever, but women have had a problem. I can remember my mom telling me stories about, and my mom like grew up in the 60s and 70s. So, this is nothing new. And it's just out in the open more because of, social media and all that kind of stuff. But the problem with women being friends and sisters have been having an issue it's been around. And what you probably are seeing, women like, me, Q, and Kaya and Michelle are women that have found a tribe. So, they're in their bubble, just like we're in our bubble. But you could just, I could just go outside and just see two girls that used to be friends beating each other down.
Yeah.
Can I ask you one question?
It's an issue. It's been an issue. It's always been an issue because. Sure, go ahead.
And again, like I said, I don't know your
like
mother's age,
up
but
on my side.
I'm sorry. I don't know your mother's age, but maybe I'm close to it because I'm a baby of the 60s and 70s too. And the only reason why I say it, and I'm asking, this is a question that I'm asking, is what I'm trying to understand is, I'm the last of the boomers, 64. So the reason why I'm asking is, it sounds like, and I don't know, and again, I'm not a woman, so I'm prefacing to that, is that as a man, I don't seek validation from women, nor do I think I should. And my question, I'm just asking the question, is, are you saying that because it's been going on with the women that I grew up in that generation, I've never experienced women that sought validation for the womanhood from men, and I kind of think, and I could be totally wrong. I'm saying
who said we're seeking validation from men?
I'm asking. That's what I'm saying. I'm confused.
So let me
educate me, please.
Let me educate
me, please.
Yeah, let me educate. Go
ahead,
you a little bit.
Q. Go ahead.
Because what my sissy do? She's my conservative side. I'm gonna give you the ghetto side. So let me put it to you like this.
Yeah,
we're never.
Let me go on
ever,
mute.
Thank you.
We never ever
seeking
validation, because the sisterhood is not in regards to seeking validation from sister or either men. What it is that the men, and I'm not saying all men, because within you, first of all, I'm not about these YouTube streets, because these YouTube streets can't handle a woman like me, for one. And then two, I was introduced to these YouTube streets due to the fact of my sissy, and she know I have very limits to when it comes to this. But just me being very aware with the men that I did see with some of the men in these YouTube streets, the thing is they are aware that there's a lack and very weakness going on in the sisterhood of Black and brown women. So what they do, that insecure as man, what he do is he play on that to use against the women and to put it as his source and weapon, so he could sit there and have these two women do what they do, the opposites, and not like each other. The same shit they do even in these streets, the same thing. Because you're it could be men will sit there and watch two women fight, or either instigate a situation against two women, and then there they go, ready to pull out their goddamn phone and ready to put it on World Star and social media and all that crap, and then want to say, oh look, that's why I don't date Black women, or look, this is why we always talking about what Black women do. No, you started that shit. You put gasoline on that fire. And then now you want to say it's us. No, that's the thing of what these men and these lack of useless as used to men. That's what they doing, is they using it and gets them and have their using it as their weapon form. And these women who do not know their stance, because me, Michelle, Kaya, Sharice, and my sissy Ty, we know our stance. And even some other women outside in real reality, we know our stand and our work, and ain't nobody gonna be able to sit there and tell us or move us in no type of way, shape, or form to have us believe anything else. Or to make me feel like I'm going to hate on another sister. Because what I could do with this YouTube shit right now, I could exit the motherfucking building.
Excuse me, lady. Sister Q.
You heard that, right?
Yes, I heard it. Sister Q.
I'm here.
Can you see me?
I can see you.
Yes, praise the queen, honey.
Yes. That's my baby.
All I'm saying was I didn't hear all that before, and that's what I don't know your age.
I'm 40. I have no problem saying my age. I'm very proud of my age.
Okay. You would be my firstborn. You could be my daughter, because that's what I pour into my daughters. That's all I'm saying. What I was hearing before, I didn't hear that. So I was like, it sounded like seeking validation. That was, I didn't say you guys were. I said educate me. I didn't know. But again, my daughters, and I'm like, they may not never get married. I don't give a fuck. They ain't rolling over taking it for nobody. Period. But their daddy. So
yeah, but you know, that's a good point what you're saying, because even with huge like all of us, it is the narrative that they're putting out there. It seems like they're saying even a majority, because no one is saying all, either side, but they are putting this narrative out there as though it is the majority. And then when women like us show up, it's like, well, wait, they say you guys don't exist. No, because that's where you're going. If you keep going to those same platforms, and you're going to be fed that because you're going there because you like what they're saying and you believe it. You're not doing what exactly. Go research for yourself. Go find for
an inordinate amount of time.
We didn't cut you off.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Man, thank you. I mean, right in your age. Thank you. Yeah. But see, if you keep going to these same platforms and feeding yourself that's what you want to hear. And you're not going out there finding out for yourself. Okay, now I even understand that side of things. In the midst of, even if you believe that the majority is that narrative, so you had to have met some that are positive. So let's come with some solution. How about go seek out some of those women that show the opposite, them up there and say, see, I know I talked about this, but look who I found. Here's just Kaya. Here's Michelle, Ty, Hugh. Here's all of us. And showing, instead of coming over to our platform and trying to put that narrative on us, because it ain't gonna work. And then the minute we give our response, not aggressively, but passionately, we're the problem. We being masculine. No, you came over here first of all. So you wanted some truth, I thought, but since you can't handle it, fine. Ready. But that's all we saying. That's it. And they putting it out there. I'm done. I'm done, bro.
But that's like what they say. Yeah. The millionaires that I know, they say for you to want to be a millionaire, you got to hang around millionaires, right? So at the end of the day, come on, you know that some excuse my language, some whack ass women that you see You can't sit there and, as a grown ass man, saying that makes the definition defined of all things women. There's no way, because again, like I said last night on Kaya's platform, how men would sit there and say that they experienced this one type of woman and then want to think that that's the caliber of all black women, when that's not. So how about get out your circle, get off that channel, switch the channel, find a new station,
change it up,
and end up changing your own mentality, way of thinking. Now pour some new things in your subconscious. Because what you're listening to, you start to believe the trash, the garbage, then you become the trash. Because now here we go, got these men on these platforms talking the same shit. Talking about why women ain't accountable. There's women out here accountable. I've been accountable for motherfucking 20 years.
Right.
And making sure I stay accountable. And I apologize for my wrongdoing. Then I'm teaching my 20-year-old son, and have taught him, now he's 21, you know, the same thing.
Right.
So much stuff. So there's no way you could sit there and say that there's not women of caliber and, you know, the Dom Perignon of them all, because we are here. Stop looking in the trash.
Come on, that's it. That's what we say. That's it.
That's what we're talking about.
Yeah, hold on. Hey, ladies,
y'all see why I call her my alter ego. I'm the soft one, and she just rolls with it.
Yes, she does.
Hold on, Miss Time, ladies, real quick. I gotta give my personal shout outs to Sherelle. Thank you for tuning in to Knowledge Related.
What up, Sherelle?
Sherelle, if you want to come up, let us know, sis. And you know, the link is pinned, so you can definitely join in at any time. Do it. yes. And also, salutes to Partly Cloudy 420. Man, the man's been excuse me. The man's been supporting me like from day one. So I definitely want to give you a big salute to you, my brother. Thank you for tuning in to Knowledge in Relationships.
Salute.
And Mr. Rucker, you know, I gotta give you a shout out again. He says, listen to more
That's my
prenup
buddy.
knowledge. Yes. Don't forget to sign your prenups, all right, people? All right.
Every time he says prenup, I say alimony.
But you know, ladies, I apologize for setting you off, but you know what? I'm kind of glad I did, because, and thank you, Miss Q Pillow, Pillow Talk. I'm sorry.
No, listen, I'm good. Listen, if I tell you my real name, you trust me, I do not get offended, because people can't even pronounce it. But listen, it's Pillow Talk with the T. It's all good and all love over here. And again, you ain't set us off. The thing is, like Kaya said, this is my passion.
We're passionate.
And I don't want nobody to ever turn my passion and tell me, oh, you're being aggressive. Honey, baby, you haven't seen aggressive.
That's what I'm talking about.
Okay, I gotta wait. Hold up. Okay, now I gotta stop the show about this. I hear about this passionate. Okay, hold up for a minute, right? Hold on for a second. Hold up. Can y'all not hear me? Hold up, Queen. Hold up. All right, I hear about this passionate for so long, right? And usually passionate people. And this is nothing personal with UQ, right? But this is just you know, people in general. It could be my boss, right? It could be rah. I'm passionate, right? And then it could be like, what were you doing? And then they'll always end off with passionate. But what I get from when people before they use the term passionate, is always start off with something that's aggressive, assertive. I don't know, but I'm like, what is the real term of passionate? Can somebody please like help explain this to me? I just want to know.
Can I say something?
Your ass is wrong.
In my experience, I would say this: when someone is being aggressive and all that, it is followed with disrespect. It's followed with some type of shade. It's followed with, you know, some type of, you know, something to set somebody else off. But when someone is passionate, it's just them trying to get their point across without any, you know, I'm sorry, I looked at the comments. I should have did that. You know, okay, for example, you know, Q has a more boisterous voice than I do. She's more, you know, she's more animated than I am. So when people are on the panel and like, you know, some people come out and they don't know her and she starts talking, they always say she's being aggressive. but that's just her. That's her tone. That's the way she talks. And people are different. They just have a different way. But just know that when someone is being aggressive, disrespect usually follows with the conversation.
Right.
That's how I view it.
Right.
I know it may be different for others.
That's
That's how I
true.
view
M3,
it.
I would say this is when I came in with Canadian, right, on that comment earlier about the Joe Rogan conversation. I was being very passionate, and Mr. Best was good. He pulled my ass in and said, "Okay, that's a conversation for another day," because I was coming in hot. I wasn't disrespectful, but I was adamant about I'm not accepting that BS excuse. And I was ready to lean in a little bit more because I was very passionate about it.
So that's more like excited.
I didn't
more
call him
up.
any names. I didn't do any of that, but I was very
Michelle, we'll get to
passionate about
it. No, because I was going to say, well, that's the meaning of passionate. You have strong feelings. You have these strong beliefs on something. And that's the difference between aggression and passion. And it's like Ms. Ty said, when you're aggressive, it's always disrespectful. Somebody's gonna fight. Aggressiveness is when the dudes are sitting down relaxing, videotaping the two girls fighting because something escalated. That's aggression. They're fighting. That's they've gotten aggressive. They went past the point where they can no longer be civil and they're going to be aggressive. But when you're right, you're insulting each other. That's aggressiveness. However, when somebody speaks and has that strong tone behind their voice, that doesn't make them angry or aggressive. They have passion with what they're saying. A lot of speeches come from passion because somebody has a strong belief.
That part.
You know what I'm saying? So it's people get that confused, and all of a sudden it's like, oh, you women, y'all too aggressive. No, we're very passionate. Don't get it twisted.
Right. No, they don't get
and
it
you
confused.
you can tell when somebody's getting aggressive because then they get that whole, crazy. You can't tell me nothing kind of energy.
Exactly.
That's where you draw the line.
Exactly.
I don't think people get confused about when people are passionate. I think people just like to put labels on people, to put people in boxes. I'm very loud and boisterous. That's just who I am.
Yes, you
and
are.
So not everybody can handle that. I've been called aggressive. Oh, you want to fight me? If I wanted to fight you, you'd be on the floor already.
Come on.
So don't play yourself.
Yes.
That's all I'm saying. When I got something to say, I got something to say. And if you don't want to hear it, then close your ears, mute it, walk away. But it ain't always about me being aggressive. Because like Q said, you ain't seen aggression. Because I don't talk. When I'm angry, my family we were just on FaceTime talking about stories when we were little, and they just told me, they said, you used to be real psycho. And I said, what do you mean? They said when somebody did something to you and you didn't like it, you would get real quiet, sit on the couch, and you just all of a sudden you just bust out swinging.
Yep.
You got quiet. Your aggression didn't come in loudness.
Ain't nothing really changed.
Your aggression came in quietness. And we had to be everybody. Even they said even mom and dad was like, y'all better leave her alone. She quiet. Y'all better walk away. And I was like, really? And they was like, yeah, you was crazy.
But Queen, here's
Mr. Best in the world. If I see some black guys, I'm calling the police.
But M3, here's the thing is, to be aggressive, it doesn't require a purpose. You can just be aggressive for no reason.
No,
exactly.
But passion requires a purpose.
Yes.
Right.
There's something to be passionate about. To be aggressive, nigga just mad.
Right.
You just mad and you get aggressive.
And people can't handle you checking them and putting them in a place.
Exactly.
So of course they're gonna attack how you said it. Well, damn it, if I said it's true, then it don't matter how I said it. It's true or it's not.
But people wake up aggressive. I can wake up fucking mad. And you know what? First motherfucker cross me, he's gonna catch it.
I do. I meditate every damn day. Like I feel like I'm on cloud 9.
That's right.
And if anything, and I love the way how Kaya put it before when me it was the after show. Me, Kaya, Michelle, and Ty, we was talking how she demonstrated my passion and my voice and stuff. Like she was like, I could tell it's love right behind it, but it's raw. You could hear the experience, you could hear the story, the pain, the different things you went through, but it's also the damn truth. And I don't hold back no punches. That's like even on my show, I'ma sit there and punch you in the gut, but with love. Because at the end of the day, listen, I'm not going to give your ass what the fuck you want to hear. I'm going to tell you what you need to hear. And just like Queen at the bottom said, at the end of the day, you don't like my delivery. How will people tell me, oh, Q, well, you know that's kind of hard. I don't like. Can go to therapy and have your therapist stroke your ego, because I'm not doing it at the end of the day.
Yes.
I can't. I really can't. But take, and I always tell people, don't hear. And then a lot of people say I curse. I'm a cursing Christian. I know many other words. I have 3 motherfucking degrees. I choose to curse because it's my motherfucking mouth.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But I know if I go into a professional setting, and people don't know, I'm a pharmaceutical manager at my professional job. A lot of people don't know that. So I know how to put on a suit and boot.
That's
know how to do it up.
That code switch is real.
And you hear my work voice, you would not think it's me.
Q, you know what they say about us cursing motherfuckers, right?
What they say about us cursed motherfuckers?
We smarter and we have a
I can't hear
free fucking life.
Wait, I didn't hear her.
We ain't hear you.
If you curse, you are fucking smarter, and we have a stress-free fucking life.
Bingo! Exactly.
Stress-free.
Damn, I must be dumb as hell because I don't be cursing like that. You know,
do curse. No, you do. It ain't for everybody. It ain't for everybody. See, that's the problem.
Well,
everybody think this is for everybody. Everything is not for everybody. It is beauty and diversity. It is beauty and being different. Yes,
I'm like, you have to get me really, really mad to be saying some curse words.
Let that shit out.
I'm a recovering cursor.
Wait, who said they're recovering cursor? Queen?
Queen, yeah, because I used to have a potty mouth. I cussed out.
At all.
I cussed out. Don't play yourself, okay? I had grown men telling me I had a dirty mouth. So I've worked on not cursing as much.
I don't know if y'all heard
do come out.
Curse out nuns.
Yeah. Yes. Hey, look, I have a little quick story. I had a nun growing up in Catholic school, and she was really mean to me. I don't know how old I was, but it was elementary school. You figure it out. And she was hella mean. So I said to her, why are you so angry? It's Friday. I said, you got the whole weekend to yourself. I said, my mother has a stressful job too, but she got my daddy to take care of her. Maybe you need to get you a man so he can kiss you and you won't be so angry. And she sent me to the principal office. And I was like, I don't know what I said. God, and then my mother was like,
that F and B word.
Queen, they cannot get married. You really said that to your teacher? And I was like, what? You happy? Daddy kisses you and rubs your feet. I just told her she needs to find a daddy that can touch her and rub her feet. And maybe she won't be so angry.
That F and B.
Right.
Oh wow, not the daddy.
Yes, the daddy.
That's what she needed.
Everybody try cursing. I promise you, it's going to feel better getting
rejuvenating.
Get that shit out.
It is.
I cannot.
Yes, you can. Yes,
and the thing is also sometimes this is what I had a lady in my DM after she listened to my show, and it's like I was nice as possible to her, but I told her at the end of the day, I'm not the only one on the social media that has a podcast. Switch the channel, but it's something that made you interested to keep listening to the end of the show. For you at the point you not DM me because I asked her, did you listen to the whole show? So you stayed. Right. So. But at the end of the day, so I sent her voice memos and I said this. She was like, oh, and told her, I changed it all up for her. She was like, oh my God, you could speak like that. Like, so why you won't talk like that? I said, because I don't have to fucking talk like that because I choose to talk like this. Because for some reason, it's like saying fuck, bitch, motherfucker, and everything else under the sun.
Give it a horn, M3. Give it a horn. Give it a
It's
horn.
like all
Oh my
that.
goodness.
It's different. It puts a different emphasis on if you like say for instance, like, oh,
Q, I need your screen.
I can say, oh,
I need the
I'm gonna
sub.
beat her up. I can say I'm gonna beat her up, but I'm saying I'm gonna beat that bitch motherfucking ass.
Right.
It's different. It's better.
There's just a lot more umph behind that. There's a lot more power
more
behind
umph
that.
to it.
Okay.
Damn, okay.
Drop your screen. You got a new sub, Q.
I have this screen that's look like Q. I think I shared it with Kaya, and Q already knows about it. I had an issue on my podcast with one of the gentlemen, and literally, like I said, I can't do it, Rico, because I literally like went off, and I'm not that type of person, so I started crying because I'm just not. I'm not that kind of girl.
She's not that person.
For me to go off like that and like and say things like that, it like broke me. So yeah, I leave that to Q and Sharice and Kyle.
You gonna get the business from my black ass.
And listen, my sissy ever tell me about somebody. Oh,
watch out.
She's coming.
Let me tell you, ladies, you know who made it, believe it or not, who actually made it register in my brain. And it's funny because I was a cursor for 30, 40 years before I ever heard it said. You know who actually ever made it register in my brain about cursing? Was the comedian Monique. Everybody knows Monique. Monique did a skit. She did a skit at a woman's prison. She went to a woman's prison and did a comedy show. And literally, people was always harassing her about her profanity. And she said just one line. I was like, it's true. And it's like, why do you curse so much, Monique? She said, because it tastes so motherfucking good.
It does.
It does. For me, profanity tastes better. When I say fuck, fuck.
Oh wow, Rico. Okay.
Profanity tastes better when I express it in my vocabulary than when I don't.
Yeah.
It gives it flavor. It gives the conversation flavor.
A little bit seasoning.
The endorphins to the brain, the understanding, everything of it. And you know what? It's not even people base it on Christianity. There's no Christianity standing for why you should not use profanity. There is no there's no biblical basis against profanity. There's profanity all throughout the Bible.
It's a lot of stuff that's going throughout the Bible that we
shout out to
what they were thinking
Shout
about.
out to Thaddeus Matthews, the cussing pastor.
But it's just, but like even Rico, like which Kaya said, Rico, like a lot of people is like, I'm like, I know I'm not for everybody, and like everybody not for me. Trust and believe, I know they not. I seen that in a couple of weeks, but you know, again, I turn the channel because if that person not for me. But my thing is, I also tell people don't hear the profanity I'm using. Listen to the motherfucking message that I'm saying. So why you stuck up on the words? Do you hear the message? Because at the same time, then that shows me the lack of expand your brain could go to.
But if they really think about it, when you're putting those cuss words in for the slow people in the back, it gets the cheap touch up.
With the
so
$36 ticket,
don't hear that, and then you're able to hear the message because all those motherfuckers in between, you can hear. You know, you can hear the whole message.
Exactly.
Right.
No.
Exactly.
You do reach a wider audience. You reach
You
a wider
do.
audience.
You do, because at the end of the day, with reality,
it's real.
It's real. Like, come on, you walk out your door. You will find 15 urban people before you come across a professional, suited, booted type nerd.
Yep.
Come on, so at the end of the day, I'm talking to whoever my message need to reach and whoever. Like I told the lady, I said, listen, ma'am, I said, I know who who my listeners are, and I know who I'm talking to. So I'm not about to put on a front for these people, because at the end of the day, I lived my life and I'm still living my life, and I survived a whole lot of shit that I shouldn't even be here talking to you guys today. But I'm here. So for me to sit here to do that, I'm going to stand within my power of my story and make my story my power. And I'm going to tell what I need to say, how I need to say it to the people I know who I'm talking to. I go in the corner to these knucklehead ass boys. You think, oh, so you know, well, if you sit there, you think they listening to me like that? No, they gonna listen to me like, listen, I'm Miss Q, and what's going on with you guys? Like, what's up? Tell me. Now, if I put that on, they listening to me. They respecting me. And it's sad to say it is that way, but it is that way.
Yes.
Amen. You have to know your audience.
Yes. And you have to speak that way. And here's the thing is, in no way does the profanity or the profane language in any way makes a person any less intelligent. Period.
Right.
I know people that are scholars, professors, they curse like fucking sailors. They'll tell you it doesn't have nothing to do with what the study is or this, that, whatever. So, unless you're a theologian, meaning the study of religion, miss me with that bullshit. But everything.
How does that change anything, though?
I've been working in the two main fields in my life. I've been is in the military and in the legal field. And lawyers lie and curse like sailors. So all the fuck they do is curse. They curse and they lie. Every day, all day, nonstop. They win, lose cases, cursing and lying. That's what they do. Yes, they curse like hell. So what? So what? They're getting their point across. This, that, but they may not write it, but they say it all the fucking time. I can't stop cursing from working around lawyers because they won't. It just is what it is. So you get around certain groups of people who get into their little high moral standards, this, that, and whatever. And it's get into politics. Politicians curse nonstop.
All the time.
All the fucking time. At the local level, always.
I don't care what they're doing. Just be you.
Right. Yeah.
Just be you. That's the point. They could be talking straight. Don't give a fuck. It's like be yourself. Be true to yourself, and that's what's gonna happen.
If you go through the dictionary and so forth, profanity is not even deemed. It's literally scientifically studied that they're saying we need to. They're not telling people to curse more. They're saying y'all got to get off your fucking high horses about cursing, because cursing is not a bad thing. That's that puritanical shit. That's that 19th Amendment prohibition against alcohol that it took killing half of Chicago and half the fucking country before we realized just how stupid that was. The same way, eventually, at some point, we're going to have to sit there and say, okay, sex work is work. Okay, let them sell pussy. Whatever the case is. The same way we got into the legalized marijuana. The same way America had to come to a place about a lot of things that no marijuana, no alcohol, no sex. Marijuana is legalized through half the country. And guess who's getting rich off of it? Not people who look like us. Most of us are in jail. Look at the people who are becoming billionaires off the shit. They don't look like us. Alcohol was the same thing. It was alcohol, it's marijuana, sex is going to be next. Knock it the fuck off with this pure, because we're following their bullshit. They're not following it. We need to knock it off. So the whole profanity police, crap.
Exactly.
They cursing like sailors.
And that's the thing. And I love the fact that you say that, Rico, because the politics and all these other people, they selling you a perception. That they don't curse and don't do this, and it's cool. But come on, we all know reality. There's people that curse. Little babies fucking curse. Even I hear, I remember seeing a child. She was like, "Damn," and her mother spanked her for saying "damn." And I say, "Ma'am, damn is not a curse. It's a big wall that is a big wall that holds back a huge body of water. It's not a fucking curse."
Can I ask you a question? Did we see the article about the other day, the black congresswoman who told the white boy to wear his mask and he told her to kiss his ass? That was just yesterday. Look it up. It was just yesterday or the day before.
Did he get suspended for 2 weeks, or did she get suspended for 2 weeks?
No. She was a congresswoman at the Capitol.
And
the white boy got on the fucking thing and she said, "Why are you not wearing a mask?" He tapped on the shoulder and told this black woman to kiss his ass.
I see. Okay.
This was just 2 days ago. Are you serious? Are you serious? And y'all fucking with me? You're fucking with me that a white boy told a black woman to kiss his motherfucking ass in Congress. And y'all fucking with me. Y'all can kiss my ass.
Right. Exactly.
Chelle, what's your thoughts right now? Because
honest to God truth. I ain't
in regards to profanity and cursing.
Well, that and everything that Rika was saying.
I'll get in where I'm getting, and I'm rocking with it.
Look, because look, like you're quiet, but your expression was talking. Like it was
I told you, my expressions are a little crazy. But I love them. No, I read the environment, right? Because I'm from New York. Sometimes a whole sentence will be "but" and everything else will be a curse. And be like, okay, and everybody be like, okay, yeah, well, okay, we get it. So I definitely read the room. You know, like I know Miss Ty's old fashioned. I'm not gonna go up there and be like, "Dick, big, bitch, suck my dick." You know what I'm saying? So I read the room and I respect other people's environment. And sometimes, a few curses do slip out, but when I'm on my own, I am myself. So on my podcast, it's a little crazy, but it's like, "My dick, bitch." You know what I mean? Like it be slipping out because that's just it is who I am. That's why I understand where everybody's coming from with the cussing, because baby, sometimes that's the only way to get to work in the morning.
What? I kind of noticed you haven't really said like one curse word up in here, so I'm just
because I have to feel it out, and I did say like ass. I think I slipped a little something there. So gotta use the nice easy ones at first.
Michelle, how you said like when on Miss Ty, you feel it out and you feel, you're like but when I go back on myself, I think in both situations you are yourself. Like you said, you adapt to your environment. We're not just some old untamed animals out here.
Yeah.
Like you said, when she go to work, she know how to talk.
It's a time and place. It's a time and place for everything. You know what I'm saying? Because even like when I be on my sissy platform, my sissy be like, "Yo, you chill out." I definitely I know how to not use a language, a word or whatever. But if my sissy ain't saying nothing to me and she knows that I'm gonna say it, like it is what it is. So
I have to get my belt sometimes for these girls, Lord.
Because at the end of the day, like I said, it's the time and place, and like you said, Michelle, it's the environment. You have to feel your environment. And again, just like I said, with politics and these senators and all this stuff, like I have family member that's in the city hall of Essex County, New Jersey. My thing is when I go in there, I know not to curse. I know what my place and my position where I need to play, put on and play. But also I know that there's some of them, I heard them cursing like a seller. And that's why I understand what Rico is talking about. And shout out to Rico because my son's little nickname is Rico. Woo-hoo. So, but yeah, so it's just really crazy because my thing is and you know what's crazy, Sissy, that we having this conversation because we was having this conversation last night after Kaya's platform. Was it Kaya before? No, it was before we went on to Kaya's platform where I was saying like my thing is I never want nobody. Do not come on my platform and you sit there. Two things. Don't change up your way and make my show dry as shit.
Right.
So if I heard you, if I heard you and I researched you and I took the time out of my busy ass schedule to listen to your shows, to get a sense and feel of who you are. And for me to reach out and send you an invite and say, "Hey, I want to collab," and then you come on my shit and now you dry and now you're not giving me the same thing that I heard, there's a problem. And then two, don't send me an invitation and you hopefully you did your research on me because I'm everywhere. Cause so you can't have no excuses, and then you come. Oh, you want me to come over, and then now you want to censor me? No, thank you. It ain't happening because you don't put baby. Do not put baby in the corner because I don't belong in the box.
Yes.
No.
Hey, lady, just for context, I just wanted to just give a little context on the story. The guy was a white Kentucky congressman named Hal Rogers, who has been in Congress for 21 terms. So he means he's been in Congress for 42 years because every term is 2 years. Mm-hmm. This white man from Kentucky been in the Capitol in Washington, D.C. for 42 years that poked Joyce Beatty, a black congressman from Ohio, because she told him to wear a mask. He poked her in the back and told her to kiss his ass. She didn't say use the word white, and it was just a couple of days ago. I just wanted to look it up to make sure that my facts are not mistaken and not misconstrued. I'm not saying it out of context. But in 2022, this is the shit we're still dealing with.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you already know we can't do what they do. Right. But they can do it they can do it to us all day. All day long.
That even peels into the story we were talking about. Like, again, I'm not bringing it up to Joe Rogan again. I always get mad when it's people like us defending that shit. I'm not defending white supremacy in any form of fucking fashion by anybody. Fuck a Joe Rogan. Fuck
if you a black person,
and if I was her, I would have said, "You kiss my ass first because you behind me."
But the reality,
so you poked me. You poked me first.
The reality is, this still occurs in 2022. Mm-hmm. He's cursing. He's a congressman. He's a white man from Kentucky. He's doing this to a black woman. And then you got people like us that's defending white supremacy in any fucking shape or form. I don't.
Not me.
Fuck them.
We ignorant.
Motherfuck them all. Joe Rogan cancel, take his 20 million and go the fuck away.
But see, Queen.
Yes.
You say again. I keep hearing that about the ignorancy. Why are we still ignorant in 2020 motherfucking too? Like, what is going on? All the shit that happened and been going on, and all our babies been killed and
kidnapped and
strangled and wrapped up in aluminum foil in baskets and buckets and what? Oh, come on, you cannot still be ignorant.
Sister Q, just to put a bow on it, we in Black History Month.
Yeah.
And I just found out earlier this week that in Black History Month, that 22-year-old boy in Minneapolis got shot and killed sleeping on a fucking couch in the same city as they. And I'm like, I'm sick and fucking tired of Amir Locke.
Yeah.
He's 22. Come on, guys. We got to wake the fuck up.
Yep.
We gotta wake up.
We've been asleep too fucking long, and there's no way we still sleep. I'm sorry.
But see the problem is that we always be to it. Yeah. The problem is the problem is within our community, right? We're always saying the same thing over and over. Yes. We've been asleep for way too long, right? Oh, we're so ignorant. Oh, we need to come together, right? 20 years later, we're still saying the same rhetoric.
Okay? The same motherfucking thing.
Exactly.
We've been saying the same thing since Martin Luther King and Rosa Parks were sitting on the bus.
And so the point is, right, at some given point, right, we got to slow a roll, right? Mm-hmm. And then put a long pause, and say to ourselves, where in the hell did we digress? Where did we put ourselves in a position where we stopped the progression? Because all of our ancestors from back then that lost their lives or whatever to really try to get us into a better situation, and unfortunately, we keep failing them time after time after time. Blacks back then was very progressive. You know, people was active, people was doing things. And I just feel like right now these days, right, we're just getting lazier and lazier, and we're complaining about these things, but we're really not doing nothing as far as solution wise. I mean, it's a good start to talk about that, but what are we going to really do to take things into action? I want to see some action.
We have to
I only
put
want
in
to
the
say
work.
one thing, and I'll walk away from it. Again, I 100,000% agree with you. I don't have the solutions. However, I take severe exception because I don't have the answer. I don't get to stand in front of the problem and say it's not a fucking problem. My issue
now's the
is
time for us to try to figure out what would be an answer.
But my issue is that, and that was my issue. I was trying to explain to Nigerian Lion is you can't come out, see clear evidence of, or even partial evidence. If I think something is racist adjacent, and I'll be like, Michelle said something that might be racist, may not. If I'm not sure, I'm going to fall back and shut the fuck up. I'm not going to defend her ass. She's going to defend that shit herself.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to jump in front of it because it might be racist. Like The Rock did for Joe Rogan. He jumped out there,
and then he had to retract.
And that's the problem, is I get pissed off at people who look like us. I'm like, motherfucker, sit your black ass down. Let somebody white jump out in front of that shit. Let them jump on the fucking grenade. Why the fuck are y'all breaking your neck to jump on a grenade for a fucking white man that ain't gonna reward your motherfucking ass, whether it blow up on you or not, with your dumb ass? Shut the fuck up and sit down. That's what I'm mad at.
And you know what? And here's my answer to this, right?
That's what I'm mad at.
We keep looking for their validation.
That part.
Stop looking for their fucking validation,
That
right?
was what my
start trying to get. I know, I get it, but start. So look, this is really simple, right? Matter of fact, hold on. Y'all been talking for way too long. So this has been fairly simple, right? So I put myself up there on the line, right?
You do it.
So the thing is, right? Our counterparts have a lot of power. Okay, and we are also responsible for that by using our dollars and patronizing to them, their businesses, the companies, whatever you want to call it. Okay, we have opportunities to own our own shit, but what we do, we always look out for the handouts for our people. We're always trying to cut deals. We're always trying to screw each other over, even in YouTube as well. And I keep telling you motherfuckers, stop doing that shit. But y'all don't want to listen. Okay? So I'm going to have to do what I have to do just to make my point clear. Okay? So the problem is, right, people be talking, but there's no action involved into it, And that's why I hear the same old, blah, 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 whatever, right? But the thing is, we have so much power that we could utilize, but we don't do it because we're too busy trying to complain. And I'm not trying to go down low about us, doing the victim Olympics or anything like that, right? Because I know we still have a lot of hardship that we still need to talk about. No, that's like the first step to really get that healing process in. But at a certain point, don't let this be 2023. Don't let this be 2050, and we're still talking about the same ass shit. I'll be in my cane by then or whatever, retired, and y'all still be talking about that. So let's take this opportunity, spread the message across while we're doing this in Black YouTube, right? And all these other minority spaces, and say, look, let's get our power back. Let's put our dollars within the community, the Black community, the Hispanic community, the whatever type of community. But stop throwing your money away to people that don't give a damn about you.
That don't give a fuck about you.
That's right. They
exactly.
Oh, my.
Hey, girl.
Okay. A little emphasis on that.
I totally agree with that. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. I was gonna say, I don't know if you saw it. It's like a reel, and it shows these this black guy getting arrested, and a black cop has him handcuffed, and this white cop reaches and punches the guy in the face, and the black cop grabs the other white cop and tells another lady to arrest him, and they locked him up.
Yes, I did see that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I saw that. Yeah.
Right.
And then they had the issue where the cop is in Florida in trouble now because he was about to mace the guy in the back, and the female cop went to grab him to keep him from doing it. And
Oh,
he
and
turned
he
around and
choked
choked
her.
her.
Yes.
Yeah, he sure
He
did.
choked her.
No
Another-
control. That shows you the level of control. There's no self-control. He was just
Yeah.
impulsively gonna mace
And
somebody.
they're probably gonna have to fire his ass because it's
Well,
like
he gotta go.
yeah, but these are the things that and again, like I said, my issue is not about the people who do these things or the people who say these things. My issue, I keep looking at us. I'm like, so when that happened, I don't expect to see Michelle say, well, that cop wasn't. I'll be like, Michelle, sit your ass down and be
It's
quiet.
none of my business. It ain't none of
And that's all my
my
thing
business.
is. Let them defend their fuckery
Themselves.
on their own.
Yes.
I don't need a Candace Owens. I don't need any of these new Negroes feeling to say, well, they not racist. You don't know. So I'll tell you a perfect example. Right now, we're going through the NFL, the hiring thing. The brother who brought out all the racism.
Flores,
Flores,
the coach. Yeah.
The coach. And it is racism. There's this huge sportscaster, his ass over to Fox News, so everybody get. I said, once again, they always, and they had the guy Tiki Barber for the Giants. I said, of course, whenever you say about racism, what they do, go find a nigga that we can put out front that's going to sit there and defend us.
Mm-hmm.
Don't you be the one.
Yep.
Don't you be the one that, Kai, don't you be the one that it's a black. They ain't asked you a motherfucking thing forever, but as soon as it's a black issue, they call it, Kai, can you go? No, motherfucker, you ain't asked me for nothing else. Fuck y'all. Don't call me now.
Right.
You ain't gonna call me when it's a black problem. Fix that shit on your own.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna keep working in the fucking mail room where y'all done left my black ass.
Right.
Don't bring me out front now that you got a black issue and you want my black face to speak for the company.
You
Fuck that
immediately become the token black. Like you be immediately.
And they want to put you out there to say that they're not a thing that they are.
Right.
Don't. Why we fall for every time I see him, I'm like, I just want to go choke that motherfucker.
You got 7 seconds. 7 seconds.
Yeah.
Bolo said 7. You got 7 seconds.
They was always good to me. They never was bad to me.
They let me in the house. Gave me something to eat.
Right.
I just be like, I hate that nigga. I do.
I think First Lady Tammy had a stream yesterday about the book, The Lies My Teacher Told Me. And I think when we don't educate ourselves on our history, that's also why we keep repeating it.
Mm-hmm.
We don't know. We don't know things. Like I never knew that. I just saw someone shared it that cornrows, history, like the different designs was basically roadmaps.
Yep.
To teach you how to get away. And I never knew that.
Yeah.
I just thought, it's just unique. It's just, and they used to braid rice in the hair so that they could eat on their way and not have to carry anything.
Yes.
How many of us know these little creative? We were so damn creative and smart without education. We taught ourselves.
Right. They tried to erase the history. That's the problem. That's why there's an issue when, they're trying to bring Black history to schools. It's like, well, no, why? What do you mean why? Because of little facts like these that we don't know about.
Yeah, but I'm saying it's Black History Month. It's Black History Month, right? And how many people are sharing these things? Are celebrating? I'm not saying it should only be this month, but we rather talk about twerking and Cardi B and Meg Thee Stallion. She got degrees when but she rather hide her degrees and shake her behind and you know what I mean? Like I'm just and be excited that she was able to coin the phrase "hot girl summer." Oh wow! But you have masters, but you rather be excited about that.
When I did my stream on Black History Month, and I wasn't intentionally paying attention to it, but it was one of the lowest views that I had.
I bet it was.
It really was.
It's sad because we don't want to see that.
There was so much good information in there.
Yeah.
And even more if more people would have came up and expressed what they thought, did know or didn't, whatever. But I did notice that it was
one of the lowest. And then
unfortunate.
you're talking about some bullshit, is one of my highest.
Right.
Yeah.
But
Sex,
that's why,
drugs, and rock and roll. Oh, and you're
that's
gonna
why
have
I
a million views.
when I even came into the conversation again, the re-preface or recenter it again is like, that's why I said I wasn't sure if it was like, you know, and again, like I said, I wouldn't ascribe in any blame. Was like, I was asking about the whole validation thing. And as M3 said, you know, we as a people, Black people, seek validation from the whites. And I wanted to make sure that, you know what I'm saying? And it's kind of fucked up. You know, it's a twisted psychosis where we seek validation approval. And I was like, okay, are you women seeking validation approval for men? And I don't think you should. I'm not saying you are. I don't know. But the thing is like I try to teach my daughters is like, look, yes, you want to find a mate, a spouse, but he's not the end all, the be all. You are still a fully functioning, independent person the way you are, the same as when I met your mother. She was no, I didn't marry a fucking child. I married a grown ass woman that was a fully, and she did not change in any way for me. I'm just an addition to her life as she is an addition to mine.
Good, yep.
I'm not taking nothing away. I don't want her to, you know, so for me, the whole concept, you know, and I think, and the only reason why I say it is because when I came into YouTube, I got introduced into it through some weird shit. I don't even know how now. I ain't been in it that long. But then a big part of it was the Black manosphere and all of that regurgitated shit that you end up having to go through to come out to the other side to say, they're just spewing a lot of toxic shit. I hear, and in particular, the Black women, and it's been very problematic. And I don't think it's all of them. I just think it's too much of them. And anytime I see sister, I try to sit there and revalidate. Like, look, them motherfuckers is crazy. Do what you was doing before you came into this space. Don't let that shit in any way. At the end of the day, Black YouTube is probably at best 3% of our community. The other 97% of our community, I was 50-something years old. I ain't even know there was a fucking Black YouTube. So 97% of our community don't know it exists anyway. So please don't log off and think, well, when I go into the real world, this is what Black men think. No, that's what 3% of them think. You got a whole nother 97 to deal with. Fuck that 3% if it's crazy to you. That's all I'm saying.
Okay.
Rico came in hot.
Hot and ready, man. I'm telling you.
He was ready.
He came in like Little Caesar's ready, man, on those pieces.
Okay, guys, I'm gonna have to step off.
I cursed too much. I'm sorry.
Thank you guys for having this. And Michelle, you did awesome.
Thank you. Thank you so much for coming up.
I have a good night.
Thanks for pulling up for your girl. You know, we appreciate you guys. All right. See you later, Red Lipstick Vibes. All right, you know, let me get
good
to
night, sir.
All right, you too, Rico. Good night,
Rico.
Got it, Rico?
Yeah, I'm trying to turn this damn thing. I'm old.
Okay.
Queen, I hope you're still there. She's quiet.
I'm here.
Okay.
I'm just trying to be quiet because I don't want to be kicked off.
You want to be? She's trying to go unnoticed.
Let me hear one more snore, Queen.
Okay, I'm not snoring. I promise.
Nah, you good. I'll let you stay in there a little bit longer though, because you know you've been nice though. So he said she can't see. Yeah.
Wait.
Yeah, she went back to talking trash again.
Oh my goodness, that was funny.
All right. Well, you know, Michelle, you know, this is how sometimes we roll. Like, that's why when it comes like to these interviews, I'd rather just change it to like the live talks because you never know what's going to pop out. You know, people want to come in and show you love. People want to vent out to you. People just want to have all types of conversations to say. So, but yeah, that's why I appreciate our live talks. We do have one last final question, if you don't mind, if you want to answer this one. But the last question of the day is, What are one or several things you want to know about men?
Let's see. Well, you know what? One thing I do want to know, I've always asked this question is like, do men, I guess, appreciate their sensitive side, or is it just masculinity all the time? Like, is it something that you kind of think about and say, you know what, I'm okay with being a little sensitive, even if it's on your own, like your own personal space, your own time when you like reminiscing and thinking about something. How do you feel about having like those emotions, or do you just shut them, like push them down and say, nope, absolutely not. I'm a man.
I feel like it's okay to have some type of emotion because we're human. But what I don't feel like what is okay is when you want to express those emotions, but you don't have no one to accept you for who you are and how you feel. Now, your spouse or your significant other, like your ride or die, would accept you for who you are. But society based, it could be like work, it could be school, just like your temporary atmosphere, I would say. And maybe like those people, those main people in your circle are not around to, like to give you like a listening ear, to hold you down and tell you things are okay, and you just want to vent out. Well, for us, we don't really have that type of outlet, which has caused like a lot of mental health issues that a lot of us men are actually going through. And whenever we have try to have a space to talk about these things, and I think that's where like kind of like the manosphere was created. Um, it's because men didn't really have a space to express their feelings. But unfortunately, it turned from a group where mental health is catered and men are come together to help heal, to becoming more of like, well, I hate women this, I hate women that. Women need to be traditional. They need to go back to the kitchen days or whatever. And then it just becomes kind of productive. And so, but that's because we haven't had anyone to really hear us out. We've always been shut down. We've always been silent. And so our silence is now, so now since we have a space for us to talk, instead of being proactive and allowing us to use our voice to really express the way how we feel, we're just more like, I would just say, we're more in a stage where we're just venting and lashing out our anger. And I think what also doesn't help too, and I'll say this on the other end, um, women are still not respecting the space for men. Like, here's the thing. You guys have like your feminist movement. I'm not saying like you as a feminist, because clearly you're not, but a lot of men are not going to try to like come into like a feminist group and tell a feminist how they should behave, how they should conduct themselves, or say, you know what, you're blah 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 blah. They will rather take it to their own space to express how they feel. But what I've been seeing lately, you know, is that, you know, a lot of women are now coming more into the manosphere side. And I feel like whether if it's at a good intent or not, and I would just say like mostly it's not, they're coming in and invading like the territory. Like you're in the area, like it's like you're in the like in the neighborhood. That's like you coming to like, I don't know, like Oakland or San Francisco. You know nothing about the area. But you're coming in and you be like, you know what? We need some Bronx up in here, up in this
Right.
piece.
Right. Just
You know
trying to
what I
take
mean?
over, trying to take over.
Yeah, forget your dirty city. Like, we're gonna come in there, I'm gonna bronk it up or whatever, right? So I feel like when men are feeling attacking their own space, now they're in a position where they feel like they have to defend themselves. Because that's what I've been hearing about these men lately. Like, hey man, like why is these women up in our space telling us or poking fun at us making it seem like, you know, we're like the most insensitive ones, or we're the most sensitive type of
Right.
being.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And sometimes you just gotta let the complaining men be where they at, because maybe it's not meant for them to grow. Maybe it's meant for them to circle around with like-minded men that's complaining and let them be in their own little circle.
Right.
But allow the men, the true men that are a part of the manosphere, to really help build each other up, because that's the whole purpose. You know what I mean? It's to really make men to be stronger, just so we'll be able to communicate. We'll be able to deal with women. You know, we'll be able to respect women. That is what the true manosphere is supposed to be about. Is understanding women, not bash on them. Now, look, I ain't gonna lie. Every now and then we'll rough y'all, but you know what I mean. That's something y'all gonna have to deal with. But I'm just saying now. But yeah,
I would
I
say
appreciate
for me, I think that
salute, Stan.
Salute Stan. Hey Stan, what's going on? I would say no. We real men don't have a problem expressing our emotion or saying how we feel, or letting somebody in. You know what I mean? For me, as a man, it's just a level of trust. If I see I can trust you, and you respect me and I respect you, and there's love there, then cool. You know what I mean? We good. But if you show me any kind of flakiness, or you kind of showing me that you're not trustworthy, then I'm not going to deal with you on a deeper level. You know what I mean? Because at that point, you show me that you don't deserve, you know what I mean, me sharing certain information. You know what I mean? So if you don't deserve it, I'm not gonna give it to you. I'm not gonna cast my pearls to a pig. I'm not gonna do it. It's not gonna happen. You know what I mean? You know, and I'll tell you, like, look, I'm not talking to you about this because I don't trust you. I'm gonna let you know. Like, I'm gonna be straight up, like, yo, I don't trust you, so I'm not telling you this because I don't trust you, or I don't know you like that yet. Like, we got to get to know each other more. Then, as we get to know each other more, then I'll share more information. You know what I mean? So, and I think sometimes, you know, because men verbally don't communicate that. A lot of times men just get upset. Why you ask me that shit? You know what I mean?
Right.
Why you want to talk about that? You know what I mean? Leave me alone, or you know, or they just get real quiet. Or they're like, you know what, yo, why you so sensitive? Like, why you want to talk about these emotions? Like, yo, don't you see me working? Like, I just came home from work. I'm doing this, I'm doing that. Like, I don't want to talk about that. You know what I mean? So because we a lot of times, a lot of brothers deflect. You know what I mean? Or they push away emotion. You know, or they be like, I ain't got time for that emotional stuff, yo. You know what I mean? I took care of your needs, right? Like the bills are paid, you know, the kids are fed. You know what I mean? I bought you what you want. What else you want? Not happy? And it's like, okay, he threw all the material things out of the situation, but with brothers, we got to see that we got to do more than material. It's not just
That's
material.
right.
You know what I mean?
That's right.
I like that.
It's you basically saying how you really feel and talking about how you really feel. Because at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying, it frees you up. And then also, you know, if there's a woman who is willing to do that for you, great. You know what I mean? A woman who you can trust, you can tell your emotions to. Everything works out, everything pans out fine, perfect, right? If there isn't, then you know what I mean, you may because brothers do this too. Sometimes we want certain chicks to be that one. We see her, we like her vibe, we like, oh yeah. We start telling all our boys secretly, yo man, yeah, I met this one the other night, yo, I think that's the one, yo. You're like, what? Yeah, I think that's the one. Why you think that's the one? And then we have our mid conversation. We tell them why we think it's the one. Yeah, man, because I met her. Yo, I remember one time, one of my family members, he was like, yo, you ever seen a girl that got an aura? I'm like, an aura? He was like, yeah, she got a glow. I'm like, a glow? What the hell? I'm like, okay, well, all right, brother.
I mean, she Greek.
She had a soul glow. Or she had the Leroy glow. Like, what's going on? Like,
Yes.
this last dragon. Like, what's going on, brother? Like, you know
Vaseline.
what I mean? What kind of glow did she have? But this man was describing somebody that he was attracted to. But I was like, okay, so you know what was her mental frame? What was her emotional frame? Where was she at spiritually? Like, did you kind of tap in to that as well? Because you know you may see something and the advertisement look good, and then you see an advertisement for a restaurant, and the advertising look great, right? You see it, they cooking the steak look all good. You're like, oh, I'm going there this weekend. Man, you walk up in there, it's some old refried garbage. You're like, oh no, y'all cooking the same oil that y'all cook the chicken in with the steak, and it's been sitting there for 3 days.
Mm-hmm.
And then they serve you the bowl. The bowl looks the same, but it's a lot smaller. You're like, this ain't the bowl I seen on TV. What is this? So a lot of times, brothers, we got to stop looking at just the advertisement.
It'd be the false advertising that gets
and
you.
really dig deep with these sisters, man, and find out where they at, so that you can be able to share and really share your life. Because I'm telling you, there's gonna come a day where everything that you have and what she has physically will start to fade, and then what do you have? So yeah,
a bowl of grease.
I can't wait. She said, "You have the aura left."
You have the aura of grease.
He was stuck in that aura, y'all. I'm telling you. He said she got an aura. I'm like, huh? Got a glow.
Oh no, he meant aroma. She smelled like fish.
No, he said aura, queen. He said aura. That brother was talking about some glow.
Oh my god! She said
he
she
gone.
smelled like fish. He fell in love like
quickly.
the cards.
Quickly.
He fell in love like
he
the
fell
Yu-Gi-Oh
in love
cards.
with Nemo. Oh,
he was gone. That was gone.
I'm telling you, people, the Yu-Gi-Oh cards, man, you can put over some good baddies though.
I
You
mean,
just gotta believe in yourself.
You talking about this Yu-Gi-Oh thing?
He said you gotta believe in yourself. You know what? That's cool.
Yeah.
Something happened with you and Yu-Gi-Oh M3, but I don't know. But yeah, that's another story for another time, I guess. But Michelle, thank you for rocking with us.
Yo, this show was crazy.
Thank you.
It was
for
like
having
that quiet,
me.
got mad loud and rowdy, and now it's like,
now it's nice and mellow.
Yeah. Queen, I'm gonna drop you out, Queen. Okay, because we about to close.
Oh my god!
Oh, now you see, you gotta go again, Queen.
Yeah, I gotta drop her out.
Bye, Queen.
I shouldn't have said fish.
There
Good
you
night.
go.
Love you, Queen. Bye.
All right. Oh wait, hold on for a second. Hold on. We got somebody else in there, real quick. Hey, Stan.
Hey, what's up?
What's going on, Stan? We about to close, Stan. So
I just want to say hi. I've been listening in. It was a real good show. What's up?
Okay.
All right. So, yeah, thank you for tuning in, Stan, man. Like, sorry that you caught it at the end already. We're about to wrap things up though. But hold on, real quick though. I'll give you 1 minute, real quick. If you have anything that you want to say to Michelle or.
No, Michelle, this is a great show. I just listened in, and while I was unpacking and doing house stuff before I go to work, so I just wanted to say what's up.
Oh, thank you so much for tuning in. Appreciate it. Glad you enjoyed it.
Oh, definitely. We got to celebrate more Black History Month. It's disappointing this year. It's kind of strategic how it was done. It was well, Happy Black History Month and Chinese New Year, and I'm like, wait a minute.
Right. I'm like, wait, Lunar New Year, Black, and then small caps, Black History Month. It's like, why does that sound like a whisper?
The Black History Month specials on Roku.
Oh, come on. Come on. It's like Amazon Prime, Black History Month movies. Like, what?
It's not on major TV, and I'm like, wait a minute.
Something's not adding up.
Yeah, this is not right. So it's so I could see it. So this was good talk.
Awesome. Yeah. Thank you.
No problem.
All right, thank you again, Stan.
I don't know,
we'll catch you next time.
Talk, Mario, on the dialogue that we need to support more Black businesses because that's the truth. We don't want to be in the same place again.
Definitely. Thank you,
sure,
bro.
Man.
No
Much
problem.
Appreciate it.
All right.
All right. Peace out. Holla, man.
All right. Peace.
All right. And with that being said, we're gonna go ahead and then highlight Michelle. I can call you Michelle, but Michelle, you know what I mean?
It's okay. It's okay. Michelle, Melissa, whatever you're happy with.
Oh, Lord. All right, Melissa.
Story of my life.
Feel free to shout out your podcast. Shout out to whoever you want to shout out to.
I definitely want to thank you. I definitely want to thank you, of course, M3 and 84. Shout out to Kaya for W84 for having me. I definitely appreciate it. It was so much fun. Had a great time. I want to thank the girls for coming through. Oh my goodness, Miss Ty, Kaya, Q, Queen, everybody. Thank you so much for coming up and showing support or supporting me because, you know, sometimes I'm a hot mess. I keep saying this. I'm a hot mess. Y'all don't believe me, but sometimes I'm a hot mess. And of course, Rico for coming up and giving his motherfucking 2 cents. So I definitely, I definitely appreciate that. And just everybody in the chat for being super cool, super chill. And that's it. I mean, tune in to It's Me, Chelle podcast. It's on every Monday on Anchor. You can go Anchor, Apple TV. You hear this? It's late, y'all. It's about to be 1 a.m. Apple
TV? Oh, okay.
No, that's what I'm about to say. Shoot, I'm on Apple TV. I done made it that big. I didn't even know it. iTunes, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, of course, Spotify. Just tune in. Have a great time. I'm myself all the time. You'll love it.
All right. Let me go ahead and highlight to Mr. Best in the world. Oh, and also Michelle.
Yes.
Real quick, do you mind sticking a little bit longer after the live stream?
Okay, sure.
Okay, we're not going to try to hold you captive for too long though, because I know you've been running close to 4 hours.
We all tired for real. Yeah, man. Listen, y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in to the Knowledge and Relationship Experience. We appreciate y'all. Thank you for everybody in the chat for hopping in. Thank you for everybody, all the content creators that hopped in. You know what I mean? Kai, Q, everybody that hopped in, man. Queen, everybody that hopped in. We truly appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for showing us love. You know what I mean? We thank
Shout
y'all.
out to the ringtone.
You know, shout out to Rico as well. You know what I mean? And yeah, man, shout out to everybody, man. Truly appreciate y'all. Truly love y'all. And you know, let's continue to rock out and do some great things. You know, Michelle, thank you for gracing us with your presence for the interview.
Oh,
we truly appreciate you. You know what I mean? We truly gonna, you know, definitely do things with you in the future. And yeah, and Kaya, I'm hit you up in a minute. I got you, Kaya. And yeah, you know what I mean? So thank you. And y'all make sure y'all follow It's Michelle on Instagram, okay?
Yep, that's its.mi.chelle. Go ahead, follow me. I follow back. I don't bite.
Say that one more time. Say that one more time, Michelle.
Instagram is at its.mi.chelle. It's Michelle. It's me, Melissa. I know it can get a little confusing. Yeah, go ahead, follow. I follow back.
And she really does follow back too. And she's very good in her response time.
Well, thank you. I try.
Yes.
Yeah.
But yeah, y'all think go ahead, Michelle.
I think we're supposed to Q, right? I think Q got a show tomorrow. It's in the chat.
Yes.
Okay,
Shout out to Q. Yes, shout out to Q Pillow Talk Show tomorrow. You know what I mean? Come through, show your support. You know what I mean? Definitely like subscribe. Subscribe to Just Kaya. Everybody. Relic Survivors, everybody. Like and subscribe to everybody. All the content creators that y'all seen on here and even the ones earlier today on Rico and Arshawn Show, definitely like subscribe. But yet again, Michelle, I'm thank you for rocking out with us. Follow her on Instagram. M3, take it away.
All right. All right. Let me go ahead and highlight myself. So, thank you everyone for tuning in to Knowledge and Relationships on YouTube and on Twitch as well. And so, this was definitely a fun and pleasant time. Shout outs to Red Lipstick Vibes and the rest of the crew. Shout outs to everyone that tuned in. Shout outs to the prenup guy, Mr. Rucker. And shout outs to Yellow, Cyril Hell Speaks. Look, man, it's too many people in the chat, man. Look, just shout outs. Shout outs to the ringtone that just keep ringing. That's not coming from me.
That pager.
Someone's pager is ringing though. So, but shout outs to the pager as well, man. And you know, with that being said, before anyone, I don't know, before y'all have a fiesta, before y'all do anything, before y'all get drunk, before y'all curse like a seal like Rico and everybody else, just make sure you boys and girls, you men and women, you ladies and gentlemen, get your minds right forever and always. Knowledge and Relationships, baby. We are signing out. Yeah. Let's go ahead and play the outro.
Damn it.
DJ,